Hey everyone! I keep forgetting to turn on my freaking
what?
My transition thing. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I do it because it takes like 3 seconds to transition. Hey guys, welcome to the show. We never have
One job, Mike.
We never start the stream correctly. Never.
Well, we do. It's just you never tell us when we start.
That's a good point. Hey, I'm your DM. I'm Mike. Join with me are my players. I've got Amber.
Hey.
We've got Steve.
Hello.
We got Temple.
Hello.
And joining us again, we have Aaron.
Well, hey there.
I don't think we have anything crazy to announce right now, except, hey, you're joining us on a Sunday, which is fairly odd since we usually stream Magic at Mostead on a Saturday. Life happens. Hey, we have adulting. We're adults, so something's getting in the way.
Speak for yourself.
Up in here.
Questionable.
From here down.
Questionable.
I still want to give a quick shout out to the amazing artist who's done a lot of our character designs. Thank you so much. Titan Fish Killer. Can't thank her enough for, again, the amazing character design she did fairly recently, and of course we've been using it. This is the third stream we've actually shown off her art for each of our characters here. Also, if you're interested in any of the maps we've made here, or any of the previous maps we made on Arcane Focus, whether it's a one-shot or the main campaign, you can make it in Astral. You can type !Astral, and you can use the promo code Arcane Focus to get 1 free month of gold. That's where you get access to a lot of like the animated tiles and objects, which is I love to use. It gives it so much of a flair. They got lighting effects and different other things that you can be using, so don't forget to use that.
And we made maps on Friday.
And we did. We did a Books and Brew. We decided to make some maps.
I renamed all my characters. They did not have the names they were supposed to.
Just some random BS maps, whatever it was.
And most importantly, we love gold.
Yeah. All right, well,
That's nice.
I think that's honestly all that I have for you guys.
You have the one shot on July 25th.
We do have one shot, but we'll get more when July starts. We'll give it a month of prep time. But
Next week?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
you got a few days, man.
Only a few days.
That's why I'm mentioning it now.
But we do have a one-shot planned for the 25th of July, the Golden King's Grave.
Yes.
Some new faces, some old faces, but regardless, it's going to be fun. It's going to be an in-canon game, much like how the showroom was. But I think that's about it.
And we love gold.
Thank you to our lurkers, and thank you to all of our precious gems who've subscribed so far. So, let's get started with a quick recap. What happened last time? Within a hidden cave on the island of Anburn, our players survived traps, stone guardians, and they even found the long-lost master alchemist Miles and his automaton servant. After some information shared about the long-lost queen, Catherine Evergrey, and confirmed her descent into lichdom, the party learned that they've been carrying around a phylactery sliver. Some ideas were shared on how to destroy it or simply what to just do with it. But after a long rest, the party left Miles's hidden cave lab and arrived at the Beaded Patch. After crossing a lava river, with the help of Olivin, the local village druid, they collected many beads of nourishment that they could carry, making use of the pocket of holding that Savannah carries. Some talks were had about the being who shares the pocket dimension's space. Rolly found that he's actually pretty good at a flute, and the party walked up the volcano side and confronted the giants that lived there. They were attacked by ash-covered hellhounds, and after some quick offering and some quick words, the guardian of the fire giant's home escorted the party deeper to meet with King Obakai. The fire giant's king accepted Rolly as the fire mother's replacement and allowed him and one other member to stand before him. However, the rest needed to pass a trial to earn the right. Through some unsuspected use of a suggestion spell, and some strong charismatic will employed by Rolly was able to take place of one party member's place while the other two were safe. Vera and Rolly battled a life-draining fire spirit, and it was a close match, but they survived. Now, bit battered, bit tired, but alive, standing in the throne room of King Obakai, the massive fire giant looks down to Rolly and the rest of the party.
We still have the negatives, right?
You still have the what?
The negatives
Fatigue.
to our HP.
You still are fatigued. Yes.
Oh, the
No, me and Rolly.
she means
Oh.
the max HP
Yes.
damage.
That is correct. You still are negative whatever at max HP. I'm assuming you wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, mine was 5.
He looks down to you all, and the final words that we ended on the last session was, he looks to you, Rolly. You have earned the right to stand here, and your words ring true. You are not the Fire Mother. So, let's make a deal. Sort of leans back in his throne.
Okay. A little woozy. I'm also still at 6 HP. Okay.
What's HP?
I don't know. I'm starting
He's
to
like open leg.
hallucinate
He's
now.
hallucinating.
I see a snake.
Hold
It's
on.
big. It's over there.
The first Fire Mother came to us and provided tribute. We saw the usefulness of this cattle. She offered us a deal back in the day. In exchange for monthly tribute, we'll turn our attention away from the villages on this island. We agreed. But only that the Brand bloodline hold the title of the Fire Mother, and they'll be the only ones allowed to deliver said tribute unharmed. The tribute was upheld until a little over 20 years ago. You're correct. You're not the Fire Mother, nor are you her replacement. Sort of a grin starts to form, white teeth upon this ash-covered face. As such, the original deal and the offer made by it is now considered null and void. You may inform the villagers. Sort of sits back in his chair, seemingly done with the conversation.
So here's I'm gonna respond. Here's how I see this going down. You want to cancel you want to make the previous contract null and void. That's fine by me. I seek nothing from you, only that you leave these people be. Now, I wish you and your people no harm. You want to use this island for whatever research, whatever studies, whatever cultural activities you want to do, that's fine by me, that's fine by the people. Now, if you harm them, then we're gonna have a problem.
The well-being of your cattle means nothing to us.
And it does to me.
What could you offer us? Turns
Before
quickly.
we go talking terms and specifics of any relationship we're gonna have, we actually have some other questions.
Continue.
Across our journeys, we have uncovered some mysteries that have left landscapes harmed, and we believe it has something to do with his mother disappearing. Have you noticed over the last couple decades any negative change here in the volcano? Have temperatures risen? Have fumes started to get worse? Any changes like that?
He leans to one side and with his massive hand starts to rub sort of this fire beard that sort of starts to get like disturbed as he continues to stroke it. Not to my knowledge. We have crafted here for centuries, and we continue to do so. We have not changed our ways. And a bit of an interest to you, like, there's a point behind your question, and he definitely picks up on it. Not a definitely a smart giant in all accounts, and starts to think of it a little bit.
What's he hiding?
Insight check.
Can I roll insight?
You may.
My dice tray is currently full of dice. I'm gonna roll on my table. 12 plus 8. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He's definitely. You see him, Olivan, sort of while you're speaking, and sort of like you're not directly asking or like divulging too much information. He's reading you, definitely reading you. And as you start to mention flames or increased temperature or adverse effects to other locations, the only thing he notices here is that there's other people standing beside you who don't look like natives, and he starts to shift his eyes to the others. And you could get a sense that he's piecing together what even brought these people here. And then looks to everyone. And then finally you recognize a bit of like an escape, like something doesn't click. He's trying to figure it out. One thing that escapes me, except for you, points to you, Olivan. None of you are from the Anburned cattle. Jaktos, our home guardian, saw a ship arrive not but a few days ago. Another grin, sort of proud of he's putting pieces together. Am I to assume that you three are from Mostead? Sort of directs it at Vera, Rolly, and Savannah.
Kind of don't want to tell him, but
I'm not saying a thing.
I'll say it. We are.
What brings the son of the Fire Mother from Mostead back? Adverse effects. Explain.
Where I'm from. For the last couple of years, or the last couple of decades, something funny's been going on. Temperatures are increasing. A plague struck the land. A plague that I'm all too well familiar with. And I mean to put an end to it. In my
We believe,
research,
sorry, go ahead.
in my research, I've come to understand that maybe this place holds some relevance to what I seek, to the answers to which I'm looking for. Go ahead.
And where is this land that is being affected? Show me.
really,
Pull out a map.
yeah, I was gonna say the Fire Mother map.
I assume you show like Blenton or leans to the other side. We house many exhaust tunnels within our master forge. It is, but if you're concerned, then it is safe to assume that the heat that reaches the mainland is strong enough to have these adverse effects. Am I correct? Thank you so much, Nerdy, for the follow.
Hey, thank you.
We believe that the heat increase from various exhaust points from underground magma streams stemming from this volcano have caused this plague to spread and incubate and grow to the point of it evolved enough to affect the many peoples of these lands, and they want some sort of solution. We've discovered some ways to help it, but there are many people in the mainland, and many eyes have turned towards this island to try to stop whatever it is happening. And these fine folks, I assume, are only the first of many that will come here seeking answers.
Roll me a persuasion check. Or not that, intimidation. You're kind of almost
Yeah.
hinting at a threat of like multiple.
You knew it. You knew what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah. But don't forget, you're still exhausted.
Yeah. My intimidation. Oh, I should have rolled disadvantage on the other one too.
That's fine. We'll keep it for now.
Nat 20.
Oh, please don't. Another one, please.
13 plus 0. 13.
13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rip.
I'm used to it.
Bad.
Rip.
It do be like that.
It do be like
Do
that
be like
sometimes.
that.
It
Yeah.
do be like that in Dungeons and the Dragons.
As long as it's not polar.
You see, like like his chest starts to puff out and laugh at the very notion. Let them come. But the heat from our forge dies after several thousand feet. To reach the mainland with such force. Then sort of a click happens. I know the tunnel which you speak. Perhaps we can make a new deal. Within the southeastern tunnel lies a beast whom my father trapped inside. I do not know what lies down there, but occasionally you can hear it screaming. This is the cause of your mainland heat.
What would its screams sound like?
Bestial.
Roaring?
It is difficult to say. The reason is that we have locked it, closed off that tunnel, and it explores it from time to time.
And if we deal with this threat, you'll close that exhaust port.
It is already closed. The heat does not come from our forge.
But from the creature.
It could be assumed so. It is the only tunnel within our forge that heads southeast. Sort of pointing at the map, drawing a line.
Take us to the tunnel, we'll deal with it ourselves.
Wait. I don't know how I feel about a deal based off an assumption.
I mean,
Delver.
if it's hold on, if it's not the problem, and we take care of it and nothing changes, we can just come back and explore a new deal.
This is the deal I offer. Take care of this pest who has been living within our home. And the Brand family shall have another offer and another favor.
I'm in. Y'all in?
Consider it done.
Sort of nods at you all. Waves at the same initial fire giant that led you into the volcano itself. Sort of gives a motion, and one sort of a roll guard, one of the I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna find out right now. One of the
Guardian?
dreadnoughts.
Dreadnoughts, that's what it
One
was.
of the dreadnoughts follows and sort of leads
The
you.
tower
in.
shield.
Yeah, just two massive
yeah,
iron
so cool.
shields start to walk behind you and lead you down back to the center, past that giant bridge that you walked across, the heart in the center of the volcano, and you start to head downwards into a spiral. One of the many different pathways within this space. You get a sense that these creatures have been here so long that this maze-like structure doesn't really bother them in a way, but it comes to a point where you're not sure if you would have taken so many other spots, you're not sure where you could have gone, and it could have become one big sort of lost mess. But they do bring you to a gigantic space of numerous small and large forges connecting to what looks like to be a centralized master forge. Huge, bigger than the actual fire giants that stay here. You see numerous humanoids of elven descent, humanoid, dwarven, and halfling currently running from end to end, wearing tattered clothes, chains on their arms and to their legs. You hear the sound of almost lightning as gigantic hammers are hitting anvils. This entire space is just filled with energy, as essentially what you see are tribe members from the island currently being enslaved to do mine work with their fire giant masters looking over them and just continuing construction. I'll ask right now, before we continue further, is there anything you guys would like to do as you're currently being escorted? Not like like a prison guard, but loosely. Like they're kind of just showing you the area and you're following behind.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Rolly.
Will we be able to rest at the tunnel entrance?
You don't
Will
know.
they let us do that? Could I ask a guard?
The guard essentially...
I'll say it in Giant just in case he doesn't speak Common.
Got it. You see him actually holding like a tablet of like stone with etchings on it. He looks to you. Do what you wish. The king has given you 12 hours.
How generous.
Alright. Well, we need the rest, y'all, so we're gonna be on a tight window.
Yeah.
If you do not return within 12 hours, we will seal up the tunnel.
That seems extreme.
Yup.
But I'll say everyone roll a perception check.
With disadvantage.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Rip.
And
Still not
Vera,
bad.
Vera, you
16.
said you were gonna do a
Lesser Restoration on Rolly.
19.
Unrolly.
Wow, what a good roll.
18 still.
25.
Oh,
To hopefully
God.
get rid
Is
of
it
the
bad?
negative.
Quick pause, real quick, everyone, as it looks like we're dropping some frames.
I rolled an 8
The disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Nice.
You good?
I'm not seeing any frames drop.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream right now.
Weird. All right. Well, I will continue going until anyone tells me otherwise. So, yeah, weird, strange. My thing is flashing red. Anywho, so let me ask this: who rolled higher than a 16?
I rolled a 16.
I rolled a 25.
18.
I rolled
So-
an 8.
We got
Nice.
Savannah, Olivan, and Vera. You said you rolled over a 16.
No, I rolled a 16.
You rolled a 16. Perfect enough. That was the DC.
Nice.
Olivan, you recognize the person, while everyone else, or at least Vera and Savannah, see this. Off to the south, let's see, about southeastern side of the sort of giant chamber, this forge area, sits a sort of an elevated platform that looks like it's well kept, that you can kind of barely see the top, and you see numerous fire giants who are currently sitting, relaxing, and talking to someone. And as you start to continue moving forward so you can actually see a better view, you notice Hedana, who is the leader of the Tunani tribe.
The ones that have been trying to appease the giants.
Yeah, you see her.
Yeah.
You've known her in the past to be a very strong healer, and you see her sort of chained up by the neck in this sort of a secluded side, and just healing the fire giants. And some of them get up, finish what they were doing, and start to leave. And she is almost being more well kept, and you notice this because of the high roll, than the rest of the people here, and almost left alone. But that's what people say as you continue walking forward.
Okay.
Rolly, as you're currently not really paying attention, just seeing this entire giant space, let's see here. A woman who's currently holding like a basket of ore and rock and soot bumps into you quickly and goes, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. What are you... And sort of notices that you're not chained. And it's like, help me. Help me. Immediately, an elven man like puts a hand on her shoulder and is like, we need to go. Can't be punished like this.
In their heads, I'll say, we're working on something. Keep your head down.
They kind of look to you, Olivan. I will say that the elven man recognizes you, sort of a bit of recognition. He's never talked to you, but definitely has seen you in the past.
This this angers Rolly.
Talk to Hedana. We gotta go. And sort of rushes the human off, so they go off to their own thing.
In Rolly's head, I'll say, I have a theory we can talk about when we get there, but eye on the prize for now.
You guys are led behind this gigantic forge where there are sort of numerous smaller ones, tunnels. You get a sense that you guys have been going down for a while, so you can't even fathom how further down you are in this volcano. The guard, or at least the one that sort of showed you here, shows you to a gigantic metal grate that has been opened. Sort of a like almost 6-inch sheet of metal that has been opened up. 12 hours. Walks away and leaves you alone.
Still casting my spell. I marked it.
What does Restoration do again?
It removes a condition. Hoping it removes the negative to him.
Oh, I see.
Disease or one condition afflicting it.
Oh, well then I need to look up something. But continue on.
Minus 37.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get rid of it.
Let's start setting up a little camp here at this entrance. We're gonna need our rest before we head in.
Seriously.
So a beast the giants wouldn't touch. That's bad, right?
In Rolly's head, I have a feeling your destiny hasn't been met just yet at this island, Rolly. As Savannah said, what would fire giants fear, and what would be down here long enough that they would forget about it and still be alive?
I'm gonna respond.
Keep your voice down.
Can I respond? Can I? I can.
You
Oh, I
cannot.
can't.
It's a
When you
one-way.
respond out loud, we all just look at you like,
Okay,
what?
gotcha. So then I'm actually gonna go up to him then,
Yeah.
because I thought I could communicate. I thought it was two-way.
Yes, currently.
Not with the feet.
You
Not with
see
the feet.
numerous fire giants who are currently like in your vicinity, but they're busy crafting, and so you get a sense that unless you're very loud, you're not going to get attention. You get a sense that also that a lot of the fire giants here saw you being led by the dreadnought, so it's like, all right, we'll see what happens. They could take you if they want to. That's sort of their mentality.
So
Probably true.
They could.
yeah, so I'm gonna walk up to him like casually, and then I'm gonna try to like sit next to him like I'm resting, but I'm gonna say under my breath, they're not making this easy. Things that they're doing to people here.
Yep. I
almost want to let my blade do the talking.
I came here looking for a solution to our problem. And now that I've met the fire giants and actually had a conversation with them, which is what I've been trying to do for the last 20 years, I know now that another deal isn't a solution. It's a band-aid until they get fickle enough to want to start enslaving people again. So my mind started to go towards, and I'll motion for Vera and Savannah to get closer so they can hear me, because I'm going to say this real low.
Yeah.
As soon as I realized that, which was honestly pretty early on since we got here, these fire giants aren't a complicated bunch. My first thoughts and ideas started to go towards escape. How do we get my people off this island, because this is not a way to live? But then he mentioned this beast in a tunnel that he doesn't know the identity of, but that's been down here for long enough for his grandfather, I think he said, to chain it up and the people to just forget what it was. That's opportunity. I don't want to kill this thing. I seek an ally.
Vanis has a small smile like, go on.
Even if it's not what I think it is, I'm still hoping that it'll be angry enough at these fire giants that a release could help us quite a bit in our ambitions. And if it is what I think it is, we could even take it a step farther than that.
Well, tell me, what do you think it is? Because none of us know, none of us have a clue what could be in there that could burn so hot that it could change ambient temperatures.
I think you know, Bran, what you think it is. Look deep inside yourself.
Not like that, Roland.
I still feel like a little woozy. Sorry, my brain's not quite there. My -1 to intelligence is more like a -2 right now.
I like
This
that.
island used to belong to you.
Oh.
Your fire comes from somewhere.
A light bulb just gets turned on in Brody's brain. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which means that we could be heading into immediate and instant death.
Or if I could tame it.
Yeah. I
There's
don't
no
know about that.
taming. There's no taming. There is befriending.
Okay,
These,
that. That.
Animals, beasts, especially intelligent ones, are their own personalities. The more intelligent the animal, the more defined that personality gets. Some of them are even more sophisticated and intelligent than we are. They can speak. They can use magic. This powerful of a being, I wager, is going to be in that category, even if it's not what my assumption is. Taming won't be on the table. If we're lucky, we'll get it. First, we'll convince it not to kill us. Second, we'll have a conversation.
I bestow upon you my -1 to intelligence. That is a brilliant plan.
I already have one. So you're good.
Exactly. Only someone with -1 to intelligence can think of such a glorious plot.
While,
Yes.
While this is happening, while all in your mind and your attention is directly to tell Rolly and the rest of the party this, like you're on this trail of forming a plan, you know, and prepping for maybe what's to come. Savannah, what's your passive perception?
It's 13.
13. You notice in the corner of your eye, a lot of the, might as well say, a lot of the enslaved tribal tribesmen and tribeswomen here are whispering to one another, just eyeing at you all in a bit of an amazement. And you just see for a glance that a small halfling individual runs, disappears for a moment while Oliven is sort of going through this sort of thought process and sort of creation of an idea and of a plan. You see the same halfling run to the chained woman who's in that same space. And kind of a first time where you saw people talking amongst themselves without being accosted.
Guys, I think people might be listening to us. I just kind of walk away towards the group of people.
Roll me a stealth check.
Disadvantage though?
Yes.
What's the... That is going to be an 11.
11.
Frank.
There are a couple of fire giants who do see you, so you're being watched, but they don't stop you. You get a sense that probably the king's orders is to, you guys have 12 hours. Doesn't happen by then, oh well. But you're not being accosted or stopped. A lot of you do definitely hear whispers of different languages of people within the tribal area that are sort of watching you as you start to go up this sort of stairwell. And you do see the halfling sort of stop in this sort of mid-conversation, this nice, well-decorated space that is looking out towards the forge area. He kind of gives a nod and starts to run away. Uh,
So he's like in a well-decorated space. Like, is he by himself, or do I see who he was talking to?
you see, you don't know the name, but you do see Pedana, who is this half-elven woman. She is less soot-covered. You see that she's almost like more well taken care of. There's like food off to the side, water given to her, and she's still being held down here, but well treated, better treated. And sort of looks towards you. What's bringing you here?
Kind of look at her. So,
Who are you?
not one of much concern. I'm with the people who just walk through here.
I noticed. You're not a worker.
No.
Kind of. Why are you here?
I kind of just sigh. The best way I describe it, we're doing the giants a favor.
Ah, the giants.
Are all you guys slaves? Are you guys all from the village?
Sort of hangs her head low. My forefathers thought that instead of working together, that we needed to worship the giants like gods. Little did they know that this would be our end. This is what our worship brought us. They sort of motions to the chain that she's sort of wrapped in. They only treat me like this because I am a healer. They force
Ben
me.
almost wants like, I want to break it, but then she like pulls back.
Oh, when you're like, you start to get close, she's like, almost like presenting it like, yes. And as you sort of pull back, she's like, they forced me to heal the kind, and I'm unable to get to my people. But healing gives me leniency. What favor do you do for the giants?
You know anything about a creature that they won't even touch?
I don't know of a creature. We do hear sometimes rumbles from down below.
Kind of rumbles.
Growls. Roars of some kind. I do not know. I want my entire tribe out. I want these giants dead. I want them to pay for what they put us through.
Get my way? I do too.
The leniency given to me has allowed me to talk. I've been able to talk. You see almost like a desperation starting to come to her. Word has gone out. Some of our people wish to fight. We just don't know when.
Let me talk to my friends. This might be useful for both of us.
Give us a sign if you wish to fight with us.
The halfling friend, do they have a name?
Julius. One of the many workers here.
We'll be here for a little bit. I'll send him back with message once we figure out some information.
Nods to you. Thank you, outsider. Your help is much appreciated.
I'm gonna turn around and start walking back.
We'll say that as you walk back, Savannah, and you sort of get back to your friends, you guys can definitely take a short rest if you wish. And you can discuss as well. So go ahead and roll any hit dice if you wish as well. The less restoration that Vera has put onto Rolly, you are no longer being affected by that deduction of match HP. So if you do roll some hit dice, you can go back up to max, depending on what you roll.
So I was actually hoping for a long rest.
Yeah,
was
me too.
We got 8 hours. Why not?
I will let you guys know this much, just as a, if you were to ever ask or whatever, it is a long travel. So if you do decide to take a long rest, you're going to be cutting it thin.
I have a question. Who actually
I'm
needs
just
8
like
hours of sleep?
I'm out of spells. You guys have lower max HP. I
I
don't.
need a long rest to get my spell slots back. I'm fine with HP, but the spell slot be nice.
Yeah,
No.
same.
I'm letting you know that much, and
man.
I will let you guys decide on what you'd like to do.
I mean, I'll do a short rest if we want, but I'll be limited to being an animal. I won't be able to cast spells. I have a couple slots left, but that's it.
Yeah,
mean-
I'd rather do long rest.
Would it be possible to go down and take a long rest there just before we gotta go in?
We don't know what we're going into though.
Yeah.
We don't know
You
where
might
it
die
is.
before you get down in there.
We don't know where it is, if there's traps on the way, etc., etc.
Or if it's right there to meet
there's
us.
there's a lot of unknowns.
Well, I mean, it's a shame I couldn't bring any more potions of performance. We could have totally used them right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely could have. Yeah,
that would have been
looked
nice
like it
tip though,
worked.
wasn't it?
I mean, it worked. It did it.
Yep, can't argue with results.
Yep.
So you say as you sort of just present, currently still.
What did our friend have to say, Savannah?
Do we need the giants alive? I say that low so that they don't hear that.
I will switch to telepathy on hearing that. No, I mean, they're horrible. Let's not mince words here, but the issue is they're fucking fire giants. So we have to, and there's a ton of them. So the likelihood of us killing all of them is about as microscopic as it could be. We could
Yeah,
maybe
I hate-
take a couple.
I can't respond in my head. Is there like a corner or somewhere?
You guys are in a space. You're basically where that giant grate opening is. So we can definitely reflavor it. Say that you've gone into the tunnel a little bit, enough where you can see sort of the other side.
Well, we can say now that has been brought up. Let's
Yeah,
go into the
that's
grate a
good
little
point.
bit. And
Now that we
chat
brought
there.
up what to do with the
Yeah.
giants, you guys can actually start walking. You guys have already taken a short rest, and you could guys start walking into the tunnel a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
cast
While
Restoration
we're
on
walking
myself.
that way, I'll look up to what was her name? Let's start
Padana.
with a P. Padana. Is she looking at us?
She is not breaking. She has been looking at you guys ever since you got here.
In her head, I'll say, Olivin here. We've met. Just keep your eyes peeled for now. We'll let you know. In a similar manner to how I'm communicating with you now, if something's going to go down.
She points at you, and then sort of like, almost like in a ready stance of like excitingly and desperate, lets out you could definitely see like all of these emotions starting to rush to her, and she sort of gives a deep breath, and then gives you a very long, clear nod, so that way you can see it at a distance.
And I'll head on in.
All right.
Once I realize we're kind of away from the fire giants, I'll just say it. I'm like, they want their freedom. They deserve their freedom. They're willing to fight with us if we all help.
That's great news, but even with a ton of even if everyone from every village was here, I don't think we could take all these giants.
But you mentioned you know what's behind this cave.
I think I know.
Rolly, your box starts to glow.
Well-
Either way, even if it's not that what I think it is, I'm hoping we can find some sort of even if it's just a distraction, something that
Well-
can cause a little mayhem.
Well, what I'm going with, if we can't get it to be on our side, we can let it chase us through here
Yeah.
and cause chaos in there. And if they don't want to deal with it and have it locked up, they'll have to deal with it in there.
Well, in any case, whatever path we decide to go, the people here have my axe. I think what the fire giants are doing is wrong, and the fact that they're not willing to compromise in any reasonable fashion deems action more than deals.
Yeah,
But
they suck, man.
perhaps there's a better way.
I have to figure out all my spells to unlock all those locks. I will do it.
No, I mean, pull out the box.
Oh,
I show the people it's glowing.
starts to
That
glow.
box. Let's see what it has to say.
Teach us your great wisdom.
Olvin here. I'd like to ask you about your car's extended warranty. The second one you get is sounds like fun. And lastly you get that's the best kind of deal.
Yes, mysterious creatures across chaos. Deal.
That wasn't helpful at all. Olivin,
Yeah.
what's a car? Also, what's a warranty? Apparently, it told me that you were here asking me about a car's extended warranty.
Probably a different Olivin.
Oh man, that wasn't helpful at all. Okay, never mind. I said that. I'm just gonna go to the corner and just relax. Say, bye, guys.
All right, let's get our rest. And do we want to stay here and fully recuperate, or do we want to take a beat, get our breath, and then head down?
I want
long
the option
rest.
that gives us the best options. It's the long rest.
All right, we will be looking at a tight return window. It sounds like, and if this, let's say worst case scenario, this gets resealed, do we have tools that we could reopen it with?
We should get tools.
I mean, I could probably
let
get
me
out, but
I mean, do we know how they sealed it?
Yeah, it looked like they just bent metal, right?
Essentially it's just two planks of metal thick that just slam together.
I can heat the metal and make it soft, and Rolly could try to bend it.
I mean, how would they have
Well-
closed the tunnel beforehand? Like, wouldn't
Well,
they
my
do-
thing is, I don't know if the heat will work if the heat thing that's causing the high heat problem is sealed behind it.
Yeah, that's that is a pickle, isn't it?
Is it? Can I
I mean-
investigate the bent metal just to see if there's anything else around it, like a lever or anything?
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
While she's rolling,
So, disadvantage? Oh no,
Yes.
we were.
Oh,
yes?
actually, I'll say this much: as you've taken a long rest down here. You haven't decided yet. Sorry.
I haven't decided yet.
We'll say that you've taken a short rest within a tunnel. It is way cooler since it hasn't been used in forever. During the short rest, you guys are no longer exhausted,
never
as
mind.
the conditioned effect of this hot heat is gone.
I have a quick question. This is my first druid. Are they one of the classes where you can choose your spells on long rest?
Yes, you can.
Ahaha, okay, see, I haven't done that yet.
It's a very useful tool.
Yeah, all right, let me take a look while we're resting here then.
And that rolls a 19.
19. It almost works like a very heavy-duty barn door, where it's almost like two shutters that close together. And you've noticed as you were walking in that there were like these very, not thin, but like kind of like very long hatch, like situations where it'll like lock into place, and then a slide latch will go over. So you get a sense if they do close it, it will also lock you in, and it's all from the outside.
So we see the outside, right? Or is it the outside like?
We'll say that you saw the outside as you saw the outside of this door when you were coming in.
would the latch be on the outside?
It'd be on
Latch
the
is
outside.
on the outside.
It's not on the inside.
Okay. Okay. Are we far away enough from the entrance to this little tunnel
Yeah, you could.
that
you,
like
you
the
can walk.
people in that area can't see us?
Yeah, you could make your way past a little further down.
Okay. So what do we know about these doors, Sav? What do we know about this thing?
So it locks from the outside. So if we're on the other side of that lock, I can't access it to unlock it. It's metal
Can you find the lock?
on the outside.
Can you find it physically?
Yeah, I can find it.
Find it.
And then
I must smash it.
okay, I'm gonna take Rolly to where the lock is on the outside of it.
Sure. You guys are brought. Rolly, Savannah leads you back outside. And you see sort of with the same, sort of the arm and latch scenario.
Okay. I'm gonna try to smash it.
Roll me attack roll.
Are the doors open before I attack?
They are open right now.
open.
So it's like almost like barn door open, and on one of them has the sort of the arm that goes down. The other one has a latch that slides over.
What
Okay.
Rolly does that? Is there anyone around that can actually hear if he smashed into it?
You're right next to the Master Forge, and there are plenty
Where I kind of figured.
of fire giants nearby.
Rolly, don't.
Why not?
Because they'll see and hear and ask you, what the hell are you doing? Be smart about this.
Do you want to try to disarm it?
It's disarmed now.
Yeah, but if they come in and hit the switch, then we're screwed. I'm trying to stop them from screwing us. Catch my drift?
What if I can't do anything to the lock, but what if I can buy us some time?
I can, if I can't heat the metal, if this is some of that heat-resistant metal, I can move around the earth around it.
That
Might
might
be able
help.
to create an opening or warp the metal in some way.
No,
I have a
where I
lot
was-
of spells that could do that.
Well, where I was going with it is we have the workers on our side. If we can keep them distracted, to have them distract the giants long enough to buy us some more time.
Are you really okay with having people die because of it?
I don't know what else to do, and we're all going to try to get them out of it.
That puts people's lives at risk. I don't want to do that.
For their freedom, I think they'll do it.
But not for us.
Yeah, we're asking a lot of these folks.
It's a great idea. I don't want to live with I don't want to live with the guilt.
No, I get it. It was
All right, Olivin, we'll go with your magic.
Moving ground.
Yeah.
You think you could
Alright.
dig a tunnel us under it?
All right, there's a couple of things we could do. If we had time, I have a weaker spell called Mold Earth that I could use to essentially shovel pockets of earth out around the side of it, and we could walk out. It would take a little while because it's not a very strong spell. On the other hand, I have more powerful spells that basically turn the earth into an exploding weapon. I can make parts of the ground erupt, which I assume, with the level of destruction the spell causes, would definitely call into question the integrity of the the gate if it no longer had the support of the ground that it was built upon. So one of the I can take both, and we can just see what we want to do when I get back.
I mean, I think that'll be the best. That'll be a course of action that takes the least amount of risk.
All right, I will take both of those spells.
All right, so you guys are deciding to take a long rest. Got it.
It does appear that way.
So instead of the short rest, we do the long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we could definitely say that. So recover any hit die that you may have spent already, and we'll definitely say within the long rest, you know, you sort of get it back. We'll rewind time. We'll be lenient on this one.
Yay!
But you guys have a long rest within this small tunnel space. It's only about 10 foot wide.
Get real cozy.
You got to get real cozy in this particular rest. Though it isn't as hot, it's still a very high temperature in the space.
Still in a volcano.
Still in a volcano. Definitely going down further into the ground is cooler earth, and as you start to walk your way southeast in this sort of southeast tunnel from the forge, still seeing a bit of the light behind you from the numerous activities that are happening upstairs or above. The entire tunnel that you're walking down is almost like rigid, and parts of it smooth at points, and a lot of like old burn marks are here. A lot of the white stone and sort of the rock red spaces have been like sooted over from long years past soot and burn marks, and it continues on. You walk further down, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and it is nothing but a single pathway.
Has Oliver let on and what he thinks this might be?
He hasn't directly said it out loud, but I believe Rolly may have an idea.
Okay, I'm gonna just put my fingers into the soot and just like, well, that's interesting.
What is?
I also say by the 3 hour mark, it is complete darkness in here. Even those with dark vision, you still require some sort of illumination. So you guys are completely blind, just following this pathway.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I might
Explorer's pack. Torch.
Nice. I might have something for that. Hold on. I don't think it works quite like I'm hoping it would work, though.
Does it require a magic spell?
It's a magic spell, yeah.
Don't spend the spell. Unless it's a cantrip.
It's not. It's super not.
Don't worry. Torch.
Yeah, I was like, we all have
Torch.
torches.
Torch.
Torch is
Yeah.
fine.
Let me channel my inner Minecraft. Torch.
Great. Can I druidcraft like a makeshift torch out of like roots and thorns?
Yeah, I think you can get a long enough of like long dead roots that were here probably eons ago. That your druidic magic starts to pull from that. Actually, let me roll for something real quick.
I mean, I could just give you a torch.
Yeah, you're fine. You start to pull these like roots out that are starting to grow slowly, and you have almost like half a torch compared to Rolly's,
Yeah.
but enough where you can light up your way in front of you.
I'll look at it and look at Rolly's torch, and I'll just be like, "Yeah, I'll take your torch." You
You get a sense
I
that
don't
it's,
generally carry them because if you're out at night in the jungle, any type of fire draws a lot of unwanted attention. So
I don't
Well-
think we have much of a choice right now, though.
yeah, down here it's I don't delve into caves often, so it's definitely makes me wish I had one. So next time I will have one.
You know, in our line of work,
Lots of cave delving.
you never know when you'll need a torch until you need it, and if you
Yeah.
didn't bring one, you'll wish you did. Here you go.
I've learned that lesson with rope. I do have a lot of rope because of that, but yeah, torches. I'll have one for next time. Lesson learned.
So I hand Olivin a torch. I light another one. Torch.
Alright.
Also, when all this is done, there's a really lovely picnic spot near the beach that you guys landed at. I'd love to show y'all. That's all. All right, let's keep going.
Are we gonna? Am I finally gonna get owlbear?
If you want, I will go hunt an owlbear with you.
Can I come with you?
Rolly, I don't know
What?
if we'll have time.
If we have time, and once all this is done,
I'm holding you to it then.
sure.
all
I
right.
want owlbear. I heard they taste good.
You guys,
They do.
with the aid of now two torches, finally able to see, even those with dark vision, it was almost like a scary moment where you're like, I generally can see in the dark just fine. At least like, you know, rough shapes and shadows. It was complete darkness, and now you could finally see ahead of you. Those with that, you know, dark vision, hey, you can finally see. Good.
Hey.
You walk for an additional hour and you hear a long echo far behind you.
They
Well.
locked this in.
One way.
Oh, we knew that was probably going to happen. What
Nothing
are the
you can do
chances
about
that's
it
running
now.
out of air?
Keep pressing forward. I don't think we'll
Alright.
run out of air.
Yep, we're killing them all.
All right. Well, by the end of this 4th hour of walk, you see in front of you what looks to be stacks of rubble, like almost like a cave-in occurred here with small, bright, like beams of light shining from small cracks. So there's a giant wall of rubble that's currently impeding this small tunnel space.
I'm gonna do 2 things. Oh shit, that's not concentration? Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast 2 spells. First, I'm gonna use my racial ability to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Find Traps.
All right. How long does Find Traps last for?
Find Traps is an instant thing that just reveals any traps within 120 feet.
Got it. It's not like a Detect Magic where that stays on for a bit. Understood.
Yeah, it just, yeah.
What is the radius of Detect Magic? Find Traps.
120.
Find Traps is a 120, yep. And Detect Magic is 30, I think, right? Yeah, 30.
All right. You place your hand down into the ground, using your connection between you and the Wild Mother and the earth around you. Both of those were, besides the natural ability that you do have to detect magic, the other one was a spell. So give me a second. You're fine. You place your hand onto the ground, and you can only see like past barriers. This wall doesn't exist anymore. You can see almost like outlines, like blue outlines of what looks to be a gigantic cavern past this space. You see bits of magic that is causing this sort of dim illumination inside the room beyond this barricade, but you don't sense any traps.
We're clear on traps, but there's some magic in there.
Kind of magic.
Don't know.
Detect magic tells you the school, right?
It does. I can look it up, but essentially something that's causing illumination. I'll say that much. Nothing too crazy.
Evocation.
I think that's what illumination
Cantrip.
is.
I think that's
I'm thinking of the cantrip, light cantrip, which I think is evocation.
Which is weird. It should be like a illusionary or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But evocation is fine.
Sure. Okay. It just seems like a basic like light generation type of thing. Nothing crazy yet. Do you want me to reach out with my mind and see if I can feel someone's presence, or should we just press on?
Let's just
press on, but we should probably be quiet about it.
Agreed.
Say no more. Pass without trace. It's another spell slot.
Olvin, as you call upon the earth itself to almost hide your presence, you lose that slot, and your connection with the Wild Mother fades. For some, you've been experiencing this for a while now, and you no longer. It just does not connect.
I'll just kind of look at my hands and like go over the incantation in my head.
Olivan, you
What's wrong,
okay?
Olivia?
The spell didn't take.
What do you mean?
It just didn't work. I don't
Well.
know.
Well, no matter. Let's roll.
Should I try to cast it again?
Do you feel it necessary?
If we're trying to sneak, I'm a lot of things, but I'm not stealthy.
Try it again.
All right, one more.
It does come through. Almost like lighting a lighter. First flick doesn't work. Second one. And you feel the magical energy that you've been releasing into the ground to sort of cause this almost dirt cloud around you. Something to obscure your presence finally does take. And it's almost like a sigh of relief as you're like, this happens sometimes. You're never sure if it's ever going to go away permanently or if it's just a one-time thing and why this is happening, but it connects. All right, you're good.
All right, we should be good now. I'm not really sure what that was. Apologies.
What was that?
I don't know. Maybe the heat is getting to me a little bit. Might have done something wrong. I don't know.
Did you fail the first one?
Apparently.
Huh.
Problem for another time, though. I'll take a look at my preparations when we're in less tumultuous circumstances.
Yeah, to break up the tension, Savannah's like, it's okay, Olivan, it happens to all the guys. Keith starts walking ahead.
Yeah.
Oof. Under my breath. Oof.
But there is still a barrier of rubble and rock in front of you.
Do we want to try to sift through this? I have my I have a cantrip that I can use to excavate 5 square feet of ground at a time. I can basically.
And I rolled to investigate the wall of rubble.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I think something caught Sav's eye.
It's not very good. 12?
12. You get a sense maybe something was hitting this, and it caused this this sort of barrier or this barricade to fall. It's just sort of just falling rocks, but that's all you get.
I look up.
You look up. You see the top of the tunnel that you're in.
And nothing odd about it from where the cave-in is.
Roll me an investigation check.
I get
What'd you
that.
find, Sav?
Rock.
Oh, really? Hmm. Did you hear that, Eleven? We found rocks in a cave.
17.
17.
There are a lot of rocks down here for sure.
Must be the discovery of the century.
You see rocks.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, shall we just start trying to shovel through it?
Yeah, I can. Oh, look at that! Wow, I can cast 2 of this at a time. All right, so Oliver will hold out his hands and start double-handing mold earth and pulling chunks out of it.
No worries. You sort of task your friends to move a bit to the side as you start to pull just a line of earth. Like if people had what you had, they would be easier to mine. You just start to almost create a tunnel, just a bare layer of earth behind you, going on and on and on until you finally see what you see in front of you is a large, non-symmetrical room that is sort of carved within this space. I would say about goes 80 feet down to about 50 feet wide. As you start to walk into the air, you do see what looks to be a single orb that is just sort of floating in midair that's causing a slight illumination. Rolling perception, everyone.
That's gonna be 16?
16.
21.
21.
I'm over this dice.
22.
22.
I don't see crap. That was a 7.
17, you said?
No, 7.
7. Vera, I think so natural to the dark vision as you've been in this sort of complete darkness, and finally when a bright illumination hits you, you're just like, ah, God! Sort of get yourself clear of that, but everyone else notices there along the walls of this uneven cavern are scratch marks. Like the essential counting scratch marks of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, the tally.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are covering the entire north, east, south, and west wall. There is a pathway that leads southwards that is way larger. I would say about 40 feet wide, but this entire space that you're currently in, it's just covered.
Olivin smiles, and he looks over to Rolly and goes, "See? Intelligent."
Not bad. Not bad.
Can I recall the originator of the Brand family line? Can I recall a name?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. There it is. There's my Olivin dice. That is an 18 plus. Oh right, intelligence -1.
7.
Sick. 17.
That's still a good roll.
Yeah.
There has been talks and stories. You know this as well as most of the other tribe members, is that a lot of your stories and history is passed verbally. There are some written histories and stories throughout the island, due to maybe someone who is interested in, writing something down and leaving it for, next generation. But the really important stories, there is an important emphasis on verbal telling and storytelling. You remember one story, the originator, the very first Fire Mother. I'm going to go ahead and pull up just my information here. Adine Brand was her name. It was
Adine.
Adine Brand, the very first Fire Mother.
Okay.
The story goes is that she was blessed by a being from beyond, or something of grand power, and it granted her the ability to walk on fire.
All right, I will keep that in my head. All right, y'all. As exciting as this opportunity is for the healing of this island, we should keep in mind that although intelligent, any creature, whether it be human or wolf, when cut off with its culture and confined to a space over a long period of time, can lose its faculties and can retreat towards more of its feral instincts. Whatever we run into down here, although our intentions be good, might be akin to a ravenous beast with its back against a wall. Be careful. I don't want to fight, but this might end up being something where, intentions be damned, I don't want to die.
With that clear warning, and if no other responses, right now the pathway that is shown to you guys is south. And as you guys start to make your way southwards, it is a way larger tunnel in this space, 40 feet wide, and you come to a point where you reach essentially a cross section. You can head east, south, and you can continue south, or west. Sort of continues on to numerous other tunnels.
Do we hear or see anything that's different about any of those passages?
Roll me a perception check.
Give me
Can we
something.
feel increased heat coming from any of the passages?
Roll me a perception check.
Can I help Vera?
You may.
Why?
Ni-
Get a
19.
19.
I don't know if it's gonna get any higher than that. No. But
I'll
26.
say that it being in the past tunnel, the smaller tunnel that you were in, that was way cooler, than where you currently are. Definitely heading further deep south into this space is getting a little warmer. What was your roll, Vera?
26.
26.
Damn.
You can actually hear water running, heading from the east side.
Point that out to the group. And be like, shh, and tell them to listen to that direction.
East would be toward the ocean.
Well, if we need a plan to get out of here, maybe we go that way. Just remember it.
Well, I'm thinking more that if there's
That's where
something,
that's our under tunnel.
yeah, that's where, if that's the ocean, that would be the direction that would be causing heat to hit the mainland. In other words, that's probably where the thing is.
Let's go.
So what do I hear? Oh, can I actually make a investigation to the west?
Investigation. What are you investigating?
If I hear anything or see anything out of the ordinary.
I'm gonna let the 2 rolls stand because if we have everyone roll, then it's gonna be like an instant success for people. Vera can let you inform that there's nothing that she hears coming from the west side. It's quiet.
All right, so I think east it is.
East it is.
You continue going east as you start to turn in this pathway, or in this cross section. The ground itself actually does a sharp dip, only about like 3 feet as you sort of catch yourself still with the light now in hand. And the sound of running water is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And even the smell of salt and seawater fills your nose as you start to get into this space. And I'll say easily done. Actually, no, let's have everyone now roll me a perception check as you start to come across what looks like to be like an underground cavern river.
Oof, low roll.
Myself guidance.
Ooh, super low.
13.
23.
5.
What'd you get, Vera?
15.
15. Savannah, as you start to get closer to this river space, you can actually hear. And you start.
Kind of like stop group.
And you see 3 figures sort of moseying around in this tunnel, this river area, maybe about waist deep. They haven't noticed you yet.
I just point them out to the group.
What do they look like?
You'd have to get a little closer to see.
Then let's get a little closer.
Roll me stealth checks, everyone.
Stealthily, yeah.
And you do still have pass without a trace. Is that still going?
Yes, it is. Thank God, because wow, that was a bad roll.
Yeah, I have disadvantage on those.
15 total.
15.
Give myself guidance.
Oh, I gotta roll this now.
It's an 18 on stealth.
18? Oh, a rogue got an 18.
Oh god, you get plus 10.
You get a
also.
plus 10.
So 22 then.
22?
Yeah.
Savannah, is that with your plus 10?
No, I was not with the plus 10.
Because all of them, you have pass without a trace, you have a plus 10, you have a 28.
Oh shit. Bad. 28 then.
Rolly, what'd you get?
All right, 15.
Nice.
Wasn't really stealthy.
Oliver,
15.
remind me again what yours was, Oliver?
15. Yeah.
They don't notice you. They don't
Nice.
make sort of active movements towards you guys as you start to get closer. What you
I
see
rolled
now...
I rolled a nat 3, so thank God for pass without trace.
Me too. Oh, that's. I don't know if you guys can. You probably won't see it, but yeah, I totally rolled a 3 as well. That's hilarious.
What you see in front of you, I would say about 50 feet beyond, is... It almost looks like a humanoid individual. Almost thick... Not thick, I would say like stocky build. Sort of leads into what looks to be like scales on the entire person, wearing very, very loose clothing with, you can hear like dangling of bones next to its chin. And as you start to follow up to its face, it actually turns into more of like a piranha-like face. White eyes, bulbish outwards, numerous teeth. And they just sort of are walking in, and you see one reach downwards, grab something, and start eating whatever it just caught.
I will reach down into the water. Are we in the water too?
You're
Or
about
no?
50 feet away from it. You're currently hiding like behind a boulder.
Okay. Never mind. I'll kind of whisper. What do we want to do?
Is that what we're here for?
I don't think so.
Savannah, I will say also with your really high roll that you rolled for the perception a while back, you see across the river there is a dry spot that sort of ends in a dead end. So you guys essentially reached a dead end. But on the opposite end of this dry area beyond the river, there are numerous bones and something glinting.
No, I want to get
In a
across
pile
the
of, in a pile of bones.
In a pile of bones.
How big is the pile of bones?
I will say it's about maybe about 6 feet high,
Okay.
and it's spread out across this almost like 40-foot wide
Ugh.
space.
That's a huge pile of bones.
That could be fucking anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Savannah saw the shiny thing across the pond, and that's where her eye went.
Yeah, and it is a very sizable glint.
I'm gonna reach out with my mind to the pile.
You feel no connection.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper to the group. These aren't our prey. Would we care to try to avoid this fight, or do we want to go in guns blazing, swords blazing?
Swords slashing wildly.
Guns are not a thing.
I think we need to save our resources.
Are they fish people?
We could offer them a peace offering. I have fish that I eat in my bag.
I'm gonna relook at them. Are we sure they won't eat us?
They might want to.
Are you sure we won't eat them?
Really?
I'm hungry.
You can be hungry later. You got bigger
Throw a
problems.
ration at him.
Eat some jerky.
Oh, beef jerky.
Oh. I guess.
I don't. It actually might be helpful to have them on our side, if they're reasonable. But if they're not, that's a huge risk.
They don't seem super intelligent.
Yeah.
See one go.
Based off
And they
of
start to
how
argue
they're
with one
eating,
another.
I think they have a one-track mind.
Why don't we keep this tunnel in mind as an escape if we need one through the water? But otherwise, I think we turn around.
The shiny thing.
Do you want the shiny thing? Let's go. If you want it, let's get it. We'll leave
She
it up
wants
to you.
the shiny thing.
I could come back for the shiny thing. God.
All right. If you want to do it, I'll have your back.
If it's still there.
No, I'd rather help the people. I'd rather us get out of here and help the people.
All right. Well, we'll remember it.
Okay.
So I guess we just double back.
Roll me another stealth check as you start to slowly make your way back.
Please, God. Dice gods. Oh, so much better. 30.
Totally fine.
15.
Totally fine.
So with the plus 10, that's 35.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ. You're gone. You don't belong here anymore. You're out of the volcano. Rolly, what'd you get?
Oh, sorry. Stealth, right?
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. I got a 22.
22.
Just typing something in chat that's very relevant to this.
Quit trying to eat humanoids, Rolly.
What?
You fucking
Exotic-
cannibal.
It's like the owlbear now, the exotic fish people. Like, stop it, Rolly.
It's exotic and it's tasty and I'm hungry. That's an idea for next campaign.
That is a slippery fucking slope, my guy.
I'm just gonna be a barbarian that's a
Cannibal?
food critic. No, food critic.
You
Didn't we already do
you
this?
go into a rage whenever you eat bad food. You're Gordon Ramsay.
What are you? An idiot
Oh
sandwich?
no.
We have a new build.
Look what you guys did.
Oh, we found out what he is. It's fucking raw! The soup is dry! That's my favorite.
Yes. Yes.
But you you guys rolled high enough where you are not noticed. You guys get back to that cross section, so you've checked out the north. You kind of have an idea what's off into the east. There's the west and the south.
Still no extra heat coming from either one.
You sense a little bit extra heat coming from the south.
Rolly, can't you detect tracks? Aren't you a good survivalist?
Yes. Can I look in the ground for tracks?
Roll me a survival check.
I'm good at those.
While he's doing that, I'll just point south and be like, it's a little extra heat coming from this way. Might be worth.
19.
19. Rolly, what you see along the sides of the walls and the floor directly are gigantic claw marks that look like they've been digging and opening the area.
Do I also see our footprints?
No, you're based on stone,
Oh.
Well, pass without a trace covers up that.
and that too.
Tracks.
Pass without a trace gets rid of all of your marks.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at Sav and say, well, you see right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna point to the ground, and there's like a particular little pock mark on the ground. It's kind of like, you know, those how rocks have those little like pock marks in them.
Hmm.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's stone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna point to the claw marks. I'm gonna say, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's trying to get away. Something big. Something big with claws.
Bigger than our fish people, right?
Yes. But with all those etchings in the original area that we got in from, something smart. Something that knows how to count. With claws. Possibly cat ears. We must proceed with caution, everyone.
It's a giant cat.
Giant cat.
You got me. It's the cat lord,
Nailed it!
Oh, hell, cat lore.
which is an actual thing in D&D.
It is an actual thing.
It's a weird thing. Yeah. Who knows?
Like, I'm aware of the cat lord. Cat lore's cool.
We go way back.
Speaking of weird D&D creatures, this is like totally off topic, but in my home campaign that I was running, I introduced the frog Hemoth to my players, and the very next week it was on Critical Role.
Oh.
Double a monster that I didn't even know existed 2 weeks ago, and then it was just all over the place.
Frog Hemoth.
It's essentially like an eldritch deity that is just a giant frog. For
I
anyone
love
who's
it.
curious.
I love it.
Ribbit.
Keep making new. Get those unsuspecting creatures and make them big.
Yep.
So
Gives
guys,
Hypnotoad some challenges.
yeah. So now you guys are standing at this crossroads. Which way is your direction?
The direction with the claws.
I would say, where are these big claws? We're
The
gonna go there.
claws- The claws are scratching everywhere. Like it's been pacing, going back and forth, going from room to room. It's hard to tell, even with that high of a roll, what the last claw marks were.
The last clue we have is the heat.
So we'll go with the heat then. So we're going
South.
south. Okay.
All right. You start to head southwards a few more feet.
I'm gonna
What is-
cast something on myself.
You're gonna cast something? What are you gonna cast?
Death ward.
Death Ward.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I have some of that too?
I can only do it once, buddy.
Vera, you hold on to your holy symbol. And though you are
I'm casting on the cleric because the cleric can bring your ass back to life.
though you are the furthest from any sunlight right now, you could still feel almost like the warmth in space reminds you of it, and immediately you feel almost like this internal shield around you.
Yeah.
Invisible to the eye, but you feel it.
It's up for 8 hours.
All right.
Hopefully we're not here for 8 hours.
We'll see.
Well, you guys start to head southwards for about another 50, 60 odd feet until finally you notice that the tunnel itself breaks apart into a fork. One heads southwest, another one heads southeast. I'll definitely say, Olivan, as you're currently really keeping in tune with that heat, the heat is permeating from the southeast.
It is, it's warmer over this way again. Want to keep following that trail?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, southeast.
Head southeast. Savannah, roll me just a perception check.
That's not good. 9.
9. You see something glinting off into the southwest, but you're like, it could be anything. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you keep on walking. You guys walk into what looks like to be a smaller-ish room than the one that had all the scores / counts. Almost the size of like maybe about 40 by 30. There is what looks to be carved furniture. Someone attempted to make a farce of, some sort of emulation of a room for comfort. There is what looks to be like a raised level that could be used for like a table or a desk or something. There is like a large space that is almost divot inwards to make like a sleeping area. There are small carved rock seating spaces. There is
Much more intelligent than just counting.
Orly,
Indeed.
do you remember when we were with Moscow and we went into that old couple's house?
The ones that were the creatures?
Mm-hmm.
What about them?
Doesn't seem like this is oddly similar.
I wouldn't
No.
worry too much. If you were trapped down here for generations, you'd probably want to make it as comfortable as it could be also.
We ran into a bean that made it look like there was 2 old people living in a house, but really, they weren't 2 old people, it was just an appendage. But it was made to look comfortable like this.
That sounds disgusting.
It was creepy.
It was.
Yes.
It was. It really was.
Well, do me a favor, keep an eye out for that because it's gross. But so far, I think we're fine. I think the picture is being painted clearer and clearer the further we head in, and everything we've seen so far has backed up my theory.
And I
give me
even.
a- Sorry, give me a moment, Olvin. I don't think our friends have caught on.
Oh. I think it's a dragon.
Yeah, I
I
figured
got
that.
what you
Okay.
meant, but it's just
Okay, we're good?
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I still kind of want to investigate the sleeping area.
roll an investigation check.
See, they knew Rolly.
It's me a 14.
14.
Just
Yeah.
making sure.
You find several loose coin scattered around the space. You pick up about 60 pieces of gold.
I probably wouldn't do that.
I just look at Rolly, but
I probably wouldn't do that if I were you.
In addition to
You
that, I'll say you can make your decision in a bit, but I'll go ahead and say, in addition to that, you do
Sure.
find what looks like to be the only non-stone-like thing like here, instead of stone and bone that you've seen so far. You see a written book.
ooh. Okay, so
Smallish.
I toss the coin, get the books.
Probably wouldn't touch that either.
Well,
I start flipping through the book.
you pick up the
Okay,
book.
you could do that.
It is a children's book.
Not more children's book.
It is called Goldheart, and it has a picture of a little girl in this very tribal uniform reaching outwards towards what looks to be a shine of gold, off to almost like off the book cover.
Mike Olivan, are you familiar with the book?
I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
Goldheart?
Yes.
Am I?
You don't know, but you definitely open the book, and this is what you read. Is years ago, on an island with a living red heart, lived a little girl. She was pure. Pure was kind, gentle, and joyous. She played near the island's heart and kept it company. One day, she learned that a guardian lived in the island's heart. It showed up and mistook her for a bandit. It blew raging fire at Pure, leaving her burned. The guardian, now realizing what it has done, felt awful at his actions and nursed the girl back to health, though the burns left a brand. Regardless of the pain she was in, throughout the entire nursing process, Pure was kind to the guardian. The guardian was so moved that it became her friend, and they played near the island's heart together for the rest of their days. Olivin, you recognize this as being almost like a loose rendition of the story of Aideen.
I'll hand it to Rolly. This is your legacy, almost. I would wager before we leave, you're going to have to ask permission to keep it, though.
Rolly, as you hold the book, the pages, the cover, well, it still has almost like these childlike drawings and everything. It looks like someone's been flipping through this thing countless times. It's got those like the wear and tear.
So, does that mean that the deal that the giants had with the Fire Mother was the dragon?
I think that when the fire giants moved in, they locked the dragon down here. And I think that the remaining brands had to bring offerings to keep the giants maybe from attacking the dragon.
Why do I feel bad for the dragon now?
You should. It was...
Imprisoned.
Dragons are magnificent, beautiful creatures, and there are some that are evil and chaotic, but this was the caretaker of our people. It was not like that. It was a good being. Otherwise, we wouldn't have based culture around it. We wouldn't have. It was everything for a long time. If it is something bad now, it wasn't always. Keep that in mind.
And more importantly, they breathe fire.
More importantly, I really want these giants dead.
Yeah, well, if it is feral, let's try to do it a favor and put it out of its misery.
Or
Or
hear me out.
sure.
We don't kill it.
We probably couldn't, even if we wanted to, but go on.
Well, I was gonna
We
say if
let
it's
it-
not. Oh.
We let it loose.
I mean, that's a good idea, but we would be letting a feral ancient dragon loose in the middle of a volcano populated with a lot of innocent people.
But we have something the giants didn't. They don't. We have the legacy. I just point at Rolly.
That's assuming it understands that far. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that we're going to walk in on something that has lost complete touch with reality.
I mean, could it be that, they're smart. I don't think it's going to be too far gone.
That's what I was saying. Even
We don't know how long it's been down here, Rolly. and
a
I-
human, yeah. I mean, anyone that was confined for this long would not be well.
I agree with Olivin. I think letting it loose without knowing its true potential or anything like that would only harm these people if it's not in a good state. It might be
But
doing more
guys,
bad than good.
look at the signs. It's keeping count. It's built things. It's reading a book.
And what
I
do you
think-
notice about those patterns? That it's a bit
trying to
obsessive?
It's
trying
neurotic.
to keep its sanity.
That's not
And-
keeping its sanity. I lived out in a freaking woods to be away from the population to keep my sanity. There's a part of you that goes a little. If they've been
Well, I
down here
mean-
for years,
Rolly, I hope you're correct. I'm just saying be careful. That's all.
Understood.
All right. Well, as you stand in this space, you can there's always the pathway you just took, as well as a larger tunnel that leads southward.
Where's the heat coming from? I'm assuming it's getting worse.
When you go south,
yeah, a larger tunnel.
South it is. I would keep your weapons away. We want to make sure we make a good first impression.
Give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Give me a second. All right. You guys start to head southwards down this tunnel. Deep within the Flare Holders volcano, deep within another forge exhaust tunnel that you follow down here, with the numerous rims you've made it to, and finally make your way past this additional southern tunnel. And you met with numerous pillars that reach hundreds of feet up in the air to finally a rocky dome-like area. It is a elongated space that goes further down and actually has a lift about 30 feet to another platform. And there you see claws reaching outwards, a snout looking down almost expectingly, giant golden whiskers that flow downwards to a giant jaw, numerous rows of teeth, and what you see on this creature, a giant ancient golden dragon. Numerous of its scales have fallen off. You see almost the pale flesh of the creature's sort of like showing off in this less regal-like sense as it just sort of watches you. Hasn't said a word yet.
How far away are we?
You would be about 80 feet away.
It's 30 feet up, right?
And 30 feet up, yeah.
Okay.
I will just look at it, and I'm gonna try to put on my warmest smile. And I'm gonna just walk forward. And as I'm walking, I'm gonna reach into my bag, and I'm gonna pull out the prettiest flower I have.
All right.
Are
What
we
is everyone
getting
else
one?
doing?
I'm just
Go ahead. Are
I
you getting
am,
one free action?
Well, hold on.
I
Rolly?
kind of want to just be like nudge Rolly. I'm like, Rolly, go with them.
I'm gonna go with him, and then I'm gonna, because I never actually said I put it down, I'm gonna have the book ready.
Okay, so you have it sort of positioned where it's being seen.
No. I have it on my person, like I have it on my hand,
Okay.
but I have it ready.
Savannah?
I'm gonna kind of keep my distance behind him.
Vera?
Be next to Sav, and if you allow me, I'll do the emboldening bond on her and I.
Okay. Bond is connected. The dragon looks down. You see almost like life start to emerge into this creature. Are you real? Are you my imagination?
we're as real as you are.
That's what the last one said, and it drops downwards. You feel the immense gravity of this gigantic creature land 30 feet down. Now, only about 30 feet away from you.
I imagine it's been a while since you've seen the outside. Its beauty hasn't changed.
Reaches outwards towards the flower. You see its gigantic golden claws, still sharp, even regardless of its sort of sickly nature. Take flower in it. Crushes it, and it closes its eyes. What brings you to Godric's?
We have. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna pull out the book.
That's mine!
Yes. I am your legacy. Your friend in the book.
Hey, Dean.
I come from her.
It's gonna start to slowly raise one of its claws towards you, really. Do you stay still?
I stay still.
Its claw sinks its way into your chest, scratches downward. You see a little bit of blood starting to trickle. You take 6 points of damage.
Could I do something while they're having this interaction?
Depends. What are you trying to do?
I would like to just like kneel down on the ground and pull out my bag and just start brewing some tea.
For the moment, the dragon is very intrigued in the blood that he's currently investigating.
I'm just looking at Vera. I'm like, what is he doing?
Proving himself.
Not him. Him. Points at Olden pulling out.
I assume he's making this more comfortable, as awkward as it is, the best way he knows how.
That's hilarious. Not him. Him.
Finally, the dragon stops. You see almost like a flash of gold throughout the eye. I'm hungry.
I'm gonna talk to it. How long have they had you here?
Shakes his head. It's almost like shaking off wandering thoughts. Looks to the tea that's currently being made and gives almost like a surprised look, but focuses back to your original question. I do not know. I haven't seen the sunlight, any light, for years. I have run out of food. Almost like a dizziness comes into it as its head starts to waver. He points towards up where the perch that he was at, and you start to see at this point a small mound of gold. Small. There's been stories of dragons, but this dragon is not housing as much as you would expect, and looks towards you all. My wealth. To sustain myself. The giants didn't see it coming. I've been feeding on it.
So the giants, the dragons, they gain sustenance from gold?
This one did.
No,
You don't know?
this is some fucking Ivarson Viking shit.
Ah,
How did you get in?
We walked. The giants are enslaving my people. Your previous people. And they sent us down here and sealed the entrance. I don't know what they hoped they would do. I don't know what they hoped they were doing, but we are attempting to free my people, free you, and attempt to restore the many villages and kind peoples of Anburn to their former glory. Not sure what the next step will be, but for now,
You see more
it's
of
good to meet you.
a fire starting to blow. Bits of flame start to escape its mouth. Giants. See the claws starting to dig into the earth. You hear the cracking of stone. See the mouth opens as it exhales. You see a bright light coming from the back of its throat. They stopped my tunneling from the north. I've been screaming to the south.
We know.
I've heard you. That's why I'm here.
I cannot dig any further going north.
How does going back through where they locked us in sound?
I only can attune to one form. He sort of takes a breath, and his form starts to shrink into that of a man. Older man.
When he's man-sized, I'll hand him a cup of tea.
When he's man-sized.
Takes the cup, shaking as he does.
And a good berry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Ooh.
have some berries in my purse or bag. You could give
Clever.
them.
When was the last time you had those berries, Vera?
Well, they're the beads of nourishment because we all took some for ourselves, or at least
you
I
not,
did.
Did you not dump them all out?
No.
Oh no,
I took
mine
20.
is just a good. Mine's
Yeah,
just
but
a
we
good
kept some.
berry.
I know. I was gonna say we kept some for ourselves.
Selves.
We did say that.
Mine is not a bead.
So I mean, I'll walk up and
Alright,
just.
we can say, well, when you save the spell slot, and Vera provides.
No, I prepare them at the start of every day. It's
Oh, I
spent.
see.
Yeah,
Got it.
they last 24 hours, so I hand him one of my good berries.
He does not think twice and takes them both.
Sure.
Yeah, eats the first one, immediately feels nourishment, and takes the other one, the good berry, and almost feels. Maybe that wasn't the smartest decision.
Yeah, I was like,
you
aren't
can
you
tell
only
he's
supposed
probably
to
not
eat
in the right
one?
mind. But
Could
his
I
shaking stops, almost like he was like in constant hunger pains.
Could I try to help you? I have a feeling that the metal from the coins has left a less than healthy effect on your blood, and I'd like to try to fix it.
More of a composed look now. Hand stopped. No. My kind can eat wealth as nourishment, though we try not to.
Well, even if that's not the case, could I just try? You're a very powerful, very knowledgeable being. I will do the incantation in front of your eyes, and you'll recognize it as a lesser restoration spell.
You may try. He sort of
We'll
nods
try
at
to
you.
cast lesser restoration on him.
In his already human state, I should describe how it looks. This is an older man.
Oh yeah.
Pale skin, hunched over, long bearded whiskers that almost mirror the ones that he had as a dragon that sort of reach downwards, almost like an entire like Fu Manchu but smaller parts. Bald head, and as you start to do the less restoration, the hair actually starts to grow. And he sort of looks towards you and takes a sip of the tea. Gives you a nod. in this state. I'm unable to claw my way out. Unfortunately, the tunnels are too solid for my claws. I've been trying to go southwards, see where this tunnel leads me, and crying out whenever I can.
Your cries have been heard, and I'm gonna be honest. I had a theory that they were holding you down here, but I wasn't sure. It seemed like a very far-fetched dream that we would meet the guardian of our people. Like this is incredible. I don't know what to say, but we heard you, and we're not gonna go south. We're gonna go back towards the volcano and free my people, if you're willing.
It was almost like a defeated look. I don't know. I don't know if I can.
We can get you there. I'm not going to tell you to do anything you don't want to do. But
Godric's immediate looks to you, Rolly. Descendant of my brand. Have your people been hurt too?
I'm gonna point up that pathway that we just came from, and I'm gonna say they are in shackles and chains, enslaved by their masters.
And yeah, if they're not enslaved or shackled, they've already been destroyed. We've lost families, villages. There's not many of us left.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage. I'll say Rolly do this.
Good, my charisma sucks.
Appropriate thematically.
Ooh, actually, really good. I have no bonuses on charisma, but that was a natural 18.
Natural 18. Aren't you proficient with... oh no, I'm thinking of performance. Yeah. Natural 18.
I mean, I could juggle.
It's almost like this older man who looks beaten and tired. Still, a menacing presence is almost immediately felt by this figurehead, regardless if he's not in his dragon form. Thanks for a moment. Finishes the tea and hands it back to you, Oliver. Nods in your direction. Looks on to Vera and Savannah, almost like assessing. Back to you, Rolly. If we shall fight, and I shall die, and I shall take the screams of these fire giants with me. Lead me to freedom.
Never been more aroused. Yes.
And he finishes his statement with, "Lead me to freedom." And that's what we're gonna call it a break. With Godric's, the Golden Dragonborn, or the ancient golden dragon,
Again.
ready to fight.
Durgan.
So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. See you guys then. BRB. Hey, we're back. Hey, look at that. I finally got the transition right.
Hey,
Well, we're joining our players as they will fast forward some time, saying that they have a nice little bit of a rest next to Godrix, a ancient golden dragon who has been basically captured and imprisoned deep within one of the exhaust tunnels found within the flare holders' sort of bowels, where a lot of these fire giants have made their home. So you guys have successfully convinced Godrich, though it didn't take a lot, considering the fact that him too wants these giants dead for what they did to him. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before? I mean, what's your next step?
Yes, there's something I'd like to do before we start. I'd like to shoot myself in the foot.
Oh no. What are you about to do?
But Rolly needs to say something to the dragon. And this may be a bad idea, but I think it should be okay. So let's walk up, and I would like to speak with the dragon as we're walking up.
Okay, easily done. Is that you guys start to make your way back through that numerous sort of forks in the roads, and as well as the sort of the cross section, and going back to the space that's currently glowing with the orb, and you could start making your way up the actual exhaust tunnel, back to where you originated from.
So, before I talk to the dragon, I'm gonna ask Olivin, like, how long ago was a Dean? How long ago were we talking? Like, who would a Dean be to me?
a dean would be your great grandmother. Couple hundred years.
We'll say that there's
Is
a
that
lot
right, Mike?
As far as you can surmise, it's a lot of greats.
Yeah. So that's a lot of grades.
It's I will say this. The Commodore clan has been serving Anburn for the last 2 centuries. And to my recollection, it predates us.
And has there been any stories of the dragon passed down to the villagers? Do the villagers have any idea of it?
Yeah, I mean the only reason I know about it is because of stories. It's you know, have you ever read a history book and there was the bygone golden age that everything was going hunky-dory, everything was peaceful, and then something happened and it screwed everything up, war started. Yeah, whenever you hear tales about when the dragon and the brands worked together, it was very much that like Enlightenment era of peace and prosperity. And then the giants have only been here for a fraction of that when you look at the whole history, but long enough that any living person would have no idea what you're talking about.
Alrighty, I think that's what I need to know.
As
So I
go on.
make my way to the dragon as we're walking up and tell him. I'd like to talk to you, if that is okay with you.
Sort of just you see the older man who's currently walking in this sort of small dense space that's only 10 feet wide, definitely like hoisting himself like just one track mind as you sort of come up towards him. His eyes, the only thing you see is just the shift of these yellow eyes that look over to you. Speak.
I would tell him, you don't have to respond to anything I say, but I want to be completely honest with you. My name is Rolly. I am the son of the previous Fire Mother, and now, by circumstance, current Fire Son. All of this information is things that I've learned within the last couple of days.
Your
I've
blood
come
holds.
here.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
As
go
I
ahead.
say, your blood holds a long history.
I have learned this, and I'm still I'm still in disbelief. There's so many things I don't know, but there's one thing I do know. I come not from this island, but from an island across the ocean, or a land across the ocean. Yeah, we'll go with that. And born and raised there. My people for the last 50 years have been suffering a strange disease, something that leaves just unremovable black marks on their flesh, and it completely weakens them. It makes them immobile, bedridden. And I've set out to find the source of this and stop it by any means necessary. And on my travels have led me here. Something here. Something here is causing it. And when I got here, I had an opportunity to meet the villagers and realize what kind of people they are. They're amazing people. Things I've heard about them through folklore and by meeting them. What the fire giants are doing is completely wrong. They sent us here to kill you. But
See,
what
almost
they dumped in my... Oh, yeah, go
a
ahead.
deep breath happens. Sort of during the time you've been discussing sort of your connection and sort of stance on the villagers, and as well as your stance on the dragon, or sorry, on the giants. He's been sort of nodding in agreement. Definitely showing signs of like feels the same way. Whenever you do mention the giants and like you want to kill them, there's almost like a readiness, like you can't wait. Not because of like it's eager and it's ready to kill, but it's probably all he's been thinking about.
Does he react in any way when I tell him we were sent to kill him?
That's where that big hefty heave in his breath comes. Sort of thinks for a moment. Does not surprise me.
Given the conversations we've had with them, I don't believe they know what you are. But after seeing what they've done to the people here, seeing what they did to you, how they treat people, how they disregard life, it's not right. It's completely unjust. Even if they just mean to pursue their own culture, if they want to expand themselves, this is not right at all. And I don't know how, but I intend to stop them, even if it means killing every single one of them.
Every single giant within Flare Holder's crest will spill. Their blood will rain. Just sort of like chattering of the teeth as he starts to walk.
And I know that maybe my group may be of inconsequence to you, but any help you can offer us to liberate these people, to stop this, and make this right, to return this to what it used to be.
I will do what needs to be done.
Thank you.
Sort of give him some space. He definitely is walking ahead of you guys. Bit of that dragon confidence still permeating within the space around him. Within the first hour of travel, There's no signs of slowing from this individual. Second hour, he starts to slow, continuously lost in thought, to a point where he's muttering to himself. Let me roll something real quick. Okay.
I'll
Rolling,
take it up. Yeah, go ahead.
Rolly Olvin, as you start to walk forward, and so do you, Savannah, the dragon starts to slow his pace to a point where he actually meets eyes with you, Vera. Places a hand on you quickly. And it's a bit of a shock of what he's doing. And he lets go. Just looks at his hands and
It's
You
an
need help
action.
walking?
It needs an action to change my hair. It's an action to change my
it's an
hair.
action
correct?
to change your hair.
I'll use my action to change my hair to gold. And I will hold out my hand.
He doesn't grab the hand, but he starts walking with you a little bit. Sorry.
It's fine.
Still needed to see if this was real.
Very much real. I think we kind of hold the light in the same regard.
You are not a native. And you are not the Fire Son.
No,
What is your stake here?
I made a promise. Plan to keep it.
Doesn't say a word. Keeps that in mind. Savannah, you start to feel the shadowing, this looming figurehead over you. And as you sort of move your head slightly to the left, the dragon turns to you. What brings you here?
A friend's loyalty?
Money.
Doesn't say a word. Continues walking. Ends up,
Could I say something in his head?
sure.
Godric was his name?
Godrix.
Godrix.
Yeah.
Godrix. I will try to keep you alive as long as I can. But if you go down trying to save this island, I'd like to be at your side. I don't want to let anyone else die protecting my people.
The first words you say into Godric's head, his eyes almost flare. You see a bit of a fire coming out of his nostrils past this sort of Fu Manchu look. And almost like he's been alone for a long time and probably lost with his thoughts. When he's heard your voice directly in his head, it kind of triggered something. Where it wasn't pleasant. But as you kept on talking, as he sort of kept eye contact on you, and you kept on sort of nodding, that tenseness of like, oh, I'm about to eat you right now, releases. And as he
That's a
hears
good tenseness to say release.
yeah,
Maybe not do that.
he releases and he ends up looming over you, walks to your side. Your dedication to the people, these people of Anburn, has to be respected, appreciated. The effort you put to protect your kind is well wanted. We will see. We shall all fight for the betterment of Anburn.
I've seen neighbors, cousins, parents crushed. If it was all to get me here, I want to do right by them. I can't be the last one left for no good reason.
Nods in your direction. Much like the others. Doesn't say much. But definitely a bit of acknowledgement. So I'll ask you guys right now, as you guys are currently on your 3rd hour of travel, only 1 hour left away. At this point, Death Ward has... No, it's still on. You still have 4 hours. By the time you get there, you'll have 4 hours. But the tether has gone.
Yeah, that I know.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
So, do we got a plan, guys? Because I mean, if we show up with this mysterious old man, they're just gonna look at us like we're crazy. Especially if we blow that door off.
I have a couple of options, if you want me to float them by you.
The floor is yours.
The way I see it, we have two separate and opposite plans of attack. I can either blow the lid off the door and we all go out straight into a fight and hope that the people who have offered up their swords or hammers go with that momentum and follow us in. The other option is we try to do this subtly. I can bore out a small hole that will fit us one at a time underneath the door. We can go up in disguise with some shackles if you have anything like that. And we can send a message to
Madonna.
Close enough.
And she can rally her people, and we would basically be the element of surprise.
I like plan 2.
Carries with it a risk. The risk being that they attack before we're ready, and we lose our we lose the chance to make the first strike.
Well, we can say that the discussion continues on what could happen and what the plan of attack is as we head into the 4th hour of travel. At this point, you guys are a bit tired. You kind of get a figure that after all this is done, you're probably going to need a long nap. But
Dirt angel.
finally find yourselves face to face with a gigantic metallic, almost like a barn door like structure. You realize this is the closed opposite end of the grate that you're behind, that barrier.
Okay. I'll go
Well,
up.
now, go ahead,
ahead.
Vera. Now, I was gonna say, now that it's closed, can I reinvestigate just to see if there's anything different that we might have missed now that it's actually shut?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Okay. While she's doing that, I'll go up to Godric's.
You're going to go to Godric's?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, let her
23.
let her
23.
roll.
Savannah, you are super confident that there is no secret lever, switch, or anything on this opposite end. It was meant to lock from the outside, and you guys are inside.
Is it locked?
It's locked.
You try to push a little bit.
Did you check?
The metal's a bit
Bam,
hot
bam.
when you're pressing it.
Wait. You're
I
slamming on the
I
door.
don't think the
Open
little
it.
kitty cat's gonna open a giant door.
All right, fair enough. Let me try. I'm not going.
No,
to try
no,
to
no.
open the door.
You
I'm
try.
doing it.
No.
Try roll. You put your fingers into the cracks and you...
Is there a budge?
No.
Barely anything, like you just a centimeter of
Really? But it's okay. This is why we have the next plan.
Oh, hold on. Does it feel like it's stuck on something,
You
or
get a
is it just
feeling
because it's so
locked.
heavy? Okay, thank you. All right, it is locked.
Vera, you walk up to Godric's, who currently is just staring at this ominous door. You get a sense he's probably stared at for a very long time.
Oh man. I'm just gonna ask him, do you trust the way of the light?
In my age, I've learned that it is better to trust those before attacking. Give them a chance. I made the same mistake with Aideen.
Will you trust me to give you something? You have to allow it to happen, though. It's nothing bad.
She's a vampire.
You will have my trust as you travel with the fire sign.
Okay. I will use a spell slot to cast Emboldening Bond between us two.
That means you gotta stick within 30 feet of a dragon, but
I
that's
know.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
Bond
pretty
with
good.
the dragon.
You
I like
embolden.
this.
You bond with the dragon. I was not expecting that. All right.
Yep. You're
Yeah.
gonna be really mad. Get mad.
I think
mad.
she's used to being mad and
You
saddle.
feel. I'll say this as we sort of flavor it for the emboldening bond, is that you feel a rush of anger, and without even trying, your hair is red.
Yeah, kind of figured.
It's like almost like roiling anger, and
It's like the reddest we've ever seen it there.
turns burgundy. You guys have faced against Lily and other things. This is different. This is centuries of waiting, planning, imagining, wanting, and just everything into one. And finally, as the connection is completed, Godrix gets a bit of a feeling from you and just stands and waits.
Okay.
All right, let's put on some raggedy cloaks. And do you guys have any manacles or anything?
I have a spell I can use.
Why don't we just tie his hands with rope?
We're all gonna want to be locked up. We want to look like workers.
I mean, I don't have raggedy clothes. And yes, what I'm wearing right now is raggedy, but it's not the
I
same.
mean,
I might have to.
I have some chains left over for my armor, but I don't know if they're
Double
gonna look like
checking
manacles.
something.
Here.
I can cast Disguise Self. I can only cast that on myself, I believe. Yes.
Don't worry about it. We don't even need to walk out. I just need to get. I need to make a hole that just allows me to see people, so I can communicate with them through their heads.
Well, I can tell her something. It's just I'd rather only tell her one thing and that's it, just in case somebody goes down.
Oh yeah.
Say if anything.
Why don't we
I
do
can-
that then? Yeah, let's let her know to start, and we'll blast the fucking door open and just run in.
Yes!
I mean, I seen her when he was talking to her, so I can cast message.
Because the only thing I wanted to get out there and do this subtly for is so that they have a chance to prepare first, and and we don't catch our allies off guard.
And she can reply back with message. Actually, all right. Guns
Let's see,
a-blazing. Let's go.
Says a
You
creature
need
I
to
know
send
the
it with a
likeness
creature
of.
you are familiar with.
I've seen her.
I will flavor it this way: that as you are actually technically unfamiliar with this individual, but we can definitely flavor it that during this conversation, Olive and you can discuss a little more about Adana, and kind of getting Vera a little more of a, so her divine magic can make a more of a connection with this individual. So I will
Padana
allow
or
it to happen.
Peladonna?
Padana.
Padana. Damn, we all got her name wrong. Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't freak out because I don't think she's talked to Bear before.
No, but Oliven's been in her head, so she probably won't be too freaked out. She's had a person in her head before. Alright, what do you want me to exactly relay to her? It has to be a short message.
Just say, Olivin says now.
Okay.
Okay, so you repeat that.
Yeah, I would say Oliven says now. You can reply to this message.
Give me a few minutes. We shall be ready.
She says give her a few minutes and they'll be ready.
All right. Then I will hold a spell at the supports of the gate, I'm gonna just hold Erupt Earth.
All right.
I'll back away a little bit.
Yeah, start taking our steps back.
Goldrix does not move back.
Maybe we back up just a little bit, man. Just a little
He
bit.
looks directly at you like, don't
All right, just a little
move a
bit.
dragon.
Fair, if you're bonded to him, why don't you grab on? You might want to grab onto him.
I don't know if he's okay with that. Are you okay with that?
You prepare your way.
All right, but if you go flying out, just don't knock me off. And I'll just lightly put my hand there.
All right.
So I don't want to freak him out.
Olivan, do you release?
I wait a few minutes. And then after 3 minutes go by, I'll just say, there aren't many days worth dying for. Let's make this one of them. And then I'll release.
All right, Erupt Earth. I'm just gonna look it up just for right now. Erupting Earth. Not a lot of people use this spell.
No, not a lot of good uses for it.
It's a 30 feet.
That's why I said I'm
20-foot cube. That's pretty good.
It just churns up ground, basically, so...
It's like.
Yeah, essentially. And how long does it last? Or it's one action? Okay, so it's immediate. There is a strong centralized earthquake that occurs in front of you guys. I assume that you guys are like 10, 15 feet back as Ulvin reaches outward, just keeping eyes on the hinges and the sides in the middle. As the earth itself starts to continue shifting and moving, you hear and just shakes. Finally, you see the actual barn door, this sort of locked space. This door is starting to like waver and crack enough where it's like you can finally see a little bit of light, and then it closes back. Goldrich takes this opportunity as he sees it finally reaching outwards. He starts to grow into this dragon form, seeing it finally starting to waver, and crashes through it.
I had to hang on for dear life.
Let's put on some music, guys.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I mean,
Yes.
Vera has
For freedom.
tackled gators and
For
giant
Narnia!
snakes and stuff, but she's never ridden a dragon before.
I had to fight every instinct in my body to not yell for wrath, for ruin, for the Red Dawn Rising.
Let's put you guys on the map. And as you crash through, oh, fuck this light thing. Let's let you have everything. There you go.
There you go. I have to readjust this.
Boy.
I can't move you guys for some reason. It's weird.
Where'd he go? I'm supposed to be on his back.
As you crash through, everyone hears in different languages, in Halfling, Common, Elven, Dwarvish, no! And you hear screams coming from all ends of this forge space. All of the fire giants who are working on something stop, see this riot happen, pull out weapons, but their eyes train as they hear a large dragon. Let's show the audience what you guys see. And in addition to this, let's bring out Godrix. Where are you? Oh no, did I lose Godrix?
Oh no.
Retract.
Well, you guys are,
fast.
Well, he got us through the gate, guys.
You got us through a game.
And then
Yay.
what? Fuck you.
Where'd he go? All right, hold on. I have him. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I actually have a particular image for him, so I'm gonna put ancient. Ancient gold dragon. And
Durgan.
screw this default image.
Oh,
Ooh, fancy.
the dragon in on his gold.
Fancy.
Meet Godrix the Bright. As he stands, you just see like a flash of fire. Everyone, roll me initiative.
Yay! Let's fucking get her done.
We don't get the D4 to initiative, right? Or did we
Oh.
say we did?
It's an ability check. You do.
Oh. Okay, well, you get it too then.
I already rolled for Godrix, but I will add a D4 to him. This is gonna get crazy, so I already did pre-rolls.
I'll put mine in the astral chat.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you got a 19. Olivan, which will go? Vera, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
That's high, because I have 0 modifiers.
All right, Rolly, what'd you get?
I'm putting it in the chat. Oh, I rolled an 8.
Why did you roll in
8. 8 for Rolly and Savannah.
I didn't do roll much better. I rolled a 9.
9. All right. So this is gonna get crazy, guys. So essentially, what you guys see around you are numerous forged spaces. Of course, Godrix is standing right in front of you, sort of emerging from the hole. You see anvils, parts of caves that reach deeper into the volcano itself. It seems that Vidana has set up a lot of the miners and workers together, like specific people that work in groups. So essentially, you'll see here around the maps there are tribe fighters and tribe druids. They are groups of 5. So I will be doing sort of a group roll for each one. You have some bonuses. If you are standing next to a tribe fighter group within 5 feet, you have advantage on attacks. If you are standing next to a tribe druids, you heal 5 hit points at the beginning of your turn when you're standing next to them. So keep that in mind. All right, then. Olvin got a 19. And it's Vera. Not bad. Not bad, Vera.
Yeah, nerdly, I'm not that high up there.
So first off, you hear as you see, or at least you hear far in the distance, the sound of maybe a singular hellhound.
Gosh,
The old motherfucker.
I forgot about that dude.
Vera, you're up.
Ah,
Yeah.
Daddy. Am I on this dude's back still?
No, well, you never were riding it.
No, I know. That's why I said I put my hand there in case he went out the gate.
Well, he was gonna. Well, that means you would have gotten hit backwards. As
Okay,
he flew
never mind,
upwards.
never mind, never
We'll
mind.
say that you guys are emerging from the hole right now.
Damn.
But you guys are. This is where you guys are right now.
How far is giant number 2 for me?
Giant number 2, about 25 feet.
Oh, okay. He's within range. Let's try. I'm gonna cast command.
Command. Okay. Let me go ahead. So it's a wisdom save, correct?
See.
So I apologize. As this fight is going to be crazy. So I'll be shifting through a bunch of things. So wisdom save. 16.
He saves.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm
You
trying
reach
to
out
think
for
what
this
else.
particular fire giant. He stops his anviling, and he hears like almost this ethereal divine voice in his head, and he looks to you, seeing where they originated from, and he shakes his head. Ready? You die first.
Oh, good. Question. Can I roll for Moscow's thing right now? I didn't do it in the
Oh,
thing.
sure. You can definitely do that.
It's a 3.
If you wanted to take the potion beforehand, I will allow it.
I have to see what it is real quick. Hold on. I have it saved. Where are you? It's a 3, so resilience, so I will take it now.
Oh, potion of resilience.
So I gain a +1 to my AC for 10 minutes.
There you go.
And that'll end my turn.
We'll say that you
Don't
take it in
forget,
a moment.
you also have my potion.
I don't even know what that is, and you didn't tell me what it was.
Oh, I know what it is.
Amber has an idea, but Vera does not.
All right, so that was your action. Any bonus action?
I guess I was gonna say my bonus action was to take
Oh,
the.
perfect. That's perfect. Next in line, it is now Team Druids. So I actually wrote down what Team Druids can do.
Go Team Druids.
We'll say Team Druid. Where's Team Druid number 1? It's this one here. They weren't expecting a dragon. However, you emerged with a dragon, so I wouldn't say it's too crazy for them to think this is help.
Big help.
They only have 10-foot speed, so this one's going to go over here. And all of them are going to... Yeah, let's use a spell slot, and let's cast Ice Knife. Team Druids, I actually should mention, are 4 people in a group. The fighters are 5 people in a group. So, Team Druids, you see 4 of them start to reach outwards to the small condensation that's even in the space, and you see like little balls of ice, and each 4 reach outwards. And it just starts to whiff past. The fire giant actually holds up the anvil, and you just see almost like gunshots. He slams it downwards, grabbing his weapon. They miss. We'll have this Team Druid do the exact same, and to speed things up, this here as well, and this one here. So, number 3. Miss. That one might hit. Druid group number 4 does hit Fire Giant number 1. That will be Vera. Roll me 4d6.
Oh, okay. No pressure.
No pressure. None at all.
Pressure.
You know, I'm gonna get the kitty dice because they roll pretty good. You said 4?
4d6.
Oh, that was not good. One of them was good. That
Like
was a 6
bunch of ones?
a 6 and 3 ones. So 9.
9. All right.
Bad kitty dice. You're in jail now.
The other ones, the last group here, will hit. So, roll me 4d6.
I will roll you 1d6 4 times.
Do you need some from the box?
Nah, you're too far. Alright, 2, 6 for a total of 8. 6 for a total of 14. 2 for a total of 16.
16. Got it. Yeah, these 2 groups, Druid group number 5 and 4, reach outwards. You just see he reaches, looks towards group number 4, and then Giant definitely being flanked at the moment. But beyond the Druids, Olivin, you're up.
Olivin will reach out to his left and say under his breath, fight for me, brother. And he will summon a giant constricting snake.
Yeah,
Ooh,
summon animal.
Snake.
I have a 60-foot cast range, so 1, 2, 5, 6. So I'm just gonna summon it right on the fucking fire giant 2
Ah,
over here.
sort of like where the little past the river of lava, but right next to the anvil.
Yes, and then I have to roll initiative for it.
Please do.
It's an 18. I don't think they have a bonus. Let me check.
Yeah. This is gonna be crazy.
Oh, they do have a bonus. So 20.
20. All right, so we'll say they go now,
Okay.
and when we start the next round, they'll be back into initiative.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll as the snake.
Roll attack.
Roll to attack if you wish.
Okay. I'm gonna try to constrict it. I want to wrap it.
Go for it.
That's a 17 plus 6. 23.
That hits.
Nice. So he takes 2d8.
We'll say that's somewhat over its space.
2d8 bludgeoning. 2d8 plus 4. 8. Yeah, baby. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 4 is
16.
16 bludgeoning damage, and it is grappled and restrained.
Perfect. Fire, after
With
blocking,
my bonus action.
after
Oh, go
blocking
ahead.
some of the ice shards from the group of druids from the fire itself, fire being and lava being from nature, you summon that. Actually, I should have rolled something. No, you're good. You're good.
Thank God.
Let's just say it was one off. So, but regardless, the actual fire itself slumps over and starts to continue going, much like a snake, until finally it starts to solidify, creating this almost mixture of flesh and magma. It starts to wrap around and twist. You definitely see the fire giant, who's currently it's wrapped around his chest. He can't move. What was your bonus action?
For my bonus action, I'm going to take off in a sprint towards this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to become a giant constricting snake.
Okay. So instead of making you look like one, I'm basically going to give you the size of one.
Okay. Mecha Olivan. Kaiju fight.
Oh god!
Ah!
Kaiju fight!
Well, so you're, yeah, you're gonna be touching some of the fire, though.
Could I have gone around the top?
Yeah, we'll say you're right here. This makes more sense. See, I think you're standing here. I think that's within space. Yeah, you're fine. So Olivan starts to grow into the familiar gigantic constrictor snake, facing off with the fire giant number 3.
That is one wild shape.
It is now Godric's turn.
Got D4.
D4. Let me find, there you are. You see his wings and starts to fly. Landing here. Definitely the druids are freaking out as it lands. And it's going to make, let's see, I think it has, where are you? It's going to make its multi-attack first. So it's going to make one with its bite and 2 with its claws.
Every swing has advantage.
Every swing had advantage, and I
You
believe
get a D4 to attacks too.
he's just out of 30 feet. But he has advantage. Yeah, that's going to hit. That's the bite. Let's do the claw. That's going to hit. Tail. Sorry, the last claw got a natural 20. Woo! So first one. Where are my 10s? Where are my 10s at? Here we go. Okay. Come on, think, Mike. 14 times 3. Okay, got it. Oh, it's easy.
You want this one?
56 points of damage.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go.
You want the pretty one?
So that already was already damaged. Oh yeah, I can take it. Oh no, just give me the case. Oh, okay, never mind. I got these.
Yeah.
So it already took 16 points of damage, 56. So that is 68, I believe it is, for a total so far this guy has taken. 68 points of damage. And that's his turn for Guldrix. Next in line, you actually hear, "Enough!" And the camera kind of pulls away. Further back, all the way in the back, it's King Obakai. He'll essentially go down and he'll grasp onto this like gigantic gem on his side, crush it, and he breathes in this sort of soot and like gem dust. As a special action, I need Olivan, Rolly, Savannah, Vera, not Guldrix because he's immune to it, and your Constructor Snake, Olivan,
Yep.
as well as Druid Team 3, 1, to make me, and 5, to make me Constitution saving throws.
Man,
On stage.
those evil.
Con.
Save. Fail.
15?
Ah,
15.
dirty 20.
Fail. Dirty 20, so success.
18 for me.
That's a fail.
Jeez.
18's a fail.
Jesus.
A natural
and-
20.
Success.
Nice.
And what did your
13 for the other snake.
fail?
Okay.
That's where this is. I'm gonna need this now.
Strong boy. Uh oh.
Oh.
Never mind, give me that detail.
It's all fun and games till the king comes out.
Yep.
10.
But if you take out the king,
Yeah.
So who failed?
7.
And then your
Olin.
constructor snake.
And me
right?
and the snake. Yeah.
Each of you take 26 points of fire damage.
Oh, shoot.
For those who have succeeded, you take 13.
reaction.
You take 6. As
Hey.
as the fire from the forest starts to rush outwards, almost like numerous tendrils, like an octopus reaching out, swiping.
Can
at
I
numerous...
invade that?
It was a con. Wait, is evasion?
Con save. You can't.
It's not. It's not
only
dex
dex.
save.
Only dex.
Nah.
Nice
All
try.
right.
Nice try. Let's see. I'm trying.
Everybody
What
go
was I
run
gonna
near
say?
the druids. We can
Oh yeah, so
get by
really, as you
healing.
use your reaction to get resistance from the fire damage, you actually see a little girl with like this very long blonde hair that starts to turn a bit red, and she just sort of apparates in your own vision, and just reaches out a hand, and a lot of flame starts to go into her. She disappears to a puff of ash. You still take the damage of the 6, but
Godrix, did you see that? Did you see that?
as for the druid team,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
success, fail, fail. So, let's see here. 26, 26, and 13. All right. So that was his special action. As an action, he is essentially going to dash and get to druid team number 4, much as he can, and that'll be his turn. Savannah, you're up.
Savannah needs to come up with a new strategy after that.
Oh, before you do so, Olvin, roll me a concentration save.
You got it.
Because I believe summon animal is a concentration spell.
It is, yeah. And I took 26, right? So I'll need a 13 or higher.
Correct.
I got a 13 plus my save is 17.
You good. You good. Sorry, Savannah.
What would I do here?
Hit somebody.
I know, I
Rip
had
and
an idea.
tear. Rip
No.
and tear until it is done.
Yeah, but I just lost half my hit points, guys, so just work with me here. That actually makes me close enough. Alright, I'm gonna run to Fire Giant number 3 to try to sneak attack us since it's distracted with Olivin.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Oh, nice. 22?
That hits. Roll me damage with sneak attack. This is number 3. All right. Let's see.
Alright. That. 19 points of damage.
Woo! Solid hit. All right.
And then I don't have much movement to run away. That's what scares me.
You do have a bonus action that you can disengage, but yeah, then you don't have much. Of a
I don't
movement.
have. I think I have what? I think I have what 5 feet to run though.
Actually, oh well, you'd have to double. You can use your Tabaxi ability to double your speed.
Run
Let's
like
do that. All right, we're disengaging and then we're running to.
What's your standard run speed?
30.
So you can move 35 feet. Since you essentially doubled your speed, you have 5 remaining. You can then move 35 feet away.
Okay. Actually, that works out perfectly. Disengaging, running to go behind the tri-fighters.
Nice. Quickly running from the tribe, and you do see the tribe fighters who are like, "Come on, come on!" And you see them. Most of the tribe fighters here in this section pull out these like long metal poles and sharp ore and gem encrusted, like very rough and like mostly rock, but sharpened spears.
Cool.
And I'll end my turn there.
All right. Next in line after Savannah, it'll be the fire giant's turns. So where's number 1? This one is going to move over to Druid group number 4, and it's going to take us 2 swings. That'll hit. That'll hit. So I am going to use a digital dice thing.
And
She's not rolling good.
It's a lot of dice to roll.
He has access to a table that has more than enough.
Oh, you know
dice.
what? I have a thing here.
Yes,
So-
but math.
It's a lot of math.
It's a lot of
hard.
math.
So that's okay. So that's-
I found my moss and bone dice, by the way, so I've been using that all night.
Ooh.
Such a good one for Olivin.
Fancy.
I just saw a calculator get bust out. There's math, so much math.
So much math.
So much math.
So, half of the team group in Druid number 2, half of Druid group number 4 is wiped out. One swing with this gigantic, like, great sword, like sharpened to one side and blunt on the other, smacks down and cuts down one Druid guy in half. Off to the ground, and then the blunt end smacks the guy and crushes him, Final Destination style. They still have a bit of a group, 2 people, but that's about it. So that's Fire Giant number 1. Fire Giant number 2 is currently wrapped up, and he's going to make an attack on Godrix and then another one on the Giant Constrictor. With disadvantage, I believe?
Correct.
So let's see. Godrix. Disadvantage. 15. Does not hit. He swings wildly, the dragon itself reaching outward, just seeing the sword. Then he brings down the hilt to stab down into the snake. Does a 16 hit?
Sure does.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you are. There we go. Ooh, boy. $38 points of damage.
Yep, that'll do it. Poof goes the constrictor snake.
Oh.
It's alright. I got a full round of advantage attacks from a dragon with that constrict, so
Yeah, this guy did get pretty smashed last time.
yeah.
He's not looking too hot. Now Fire Giant number 3, who's facing against you, Olivin, will make 2 attacks. A 17 and a 15.
Both hit.
I gotta use my calculator again.
Oh no.
No.
57 points of damage.
Poof goes the constrictor snake.
Oh jeez. Oh, I don't know what to do.
And I take a little as well.
Oh. Ouch.
You
Okay.
drop into your form,
Not a lot, but some.
seeing the giant who's just slashed through the constrictor snake form and slashed again. This time a bit of like nature starts to release and you drop. But that's all the fire giants. It is now Rolly, you're up.
Oh no. Do I save Olivin or do I save the dragon? Oh no.
No, you're good. You don't worry about me.
Save all of them. I got the dragon.
I just dropped my 60-point temporary hit point shield. That's all. I'm fine.
Yeah, but fire giant number 2's kind of. Well, he's kind of fucked. He's got the fighters and the druids. All right. Yeah, Olivin doesn't have much. All right, let's go, Olivin. I'm gonna use my move. Oh, how far are these little lakes of lava?
Oh, these here? These
Yeah.
are small forges. So from you, this particular one would be about 25 feet. These are like little small tunnels that reach from the master forge, like in the middle, and then start to pour into these giant forges. We'll definitely say that. We'll just say the standard what they are. It's about 20 feet away from you and about 5 feet up.
Could I get over them and next to this guy in 40 feet?
Let's see. Yeah, you have some to spare. You can definitely get up to here.
That's where I'm going.
You're basically going underneath and rushing towards.
Oh, yeah. I will activate. Rage, mad.
All right, we're raging.
I demand fire giant blood. And as I
Go
for it-
gadget. I'm mad.
Yes.
Go get Gadget Rage.
Thank you, gadget rage. I am still set to. I'm still set to cold on my house's call. So attack number 1. Well, that's in that one. That's not good.
Doesn't hit.
That's okay. That's not good. Attack number 2. That's not better. Fuck. That's a 2.
Well, that is
Unfortunately,
one better.
You hit, yeah, technically.
Oh
You
my
hit
god.
just solid plate mail each time, not making contact with anything soft or
jeez.
squishy.
All right. Well, I will end my turn. Rip me.
All right. After Rolly, it will now be the fighters' turns. These here will move upwards and do a synchronized attack with 5 fighters holding spears. So they'll get 1. They unfortunately do not make a connection. These here have to like kind of skirt 5, 10, 15, 20. They cannot make it. They'll essentially get close enough though for number 3. Number 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's as far as they'll dash 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's unfortunately their movement. Oh, these guys should have moved. Sorry about that. Lastly is the Dreadnoughts. These Dreadnoughts are going to, or this particular Dreadnought's going to go to this fighter group. And, actually, no, it's not. It's going to walk into the lava and spend a turn. So will this one.
Oh no.
Boy.
That's not good.
I have an idea for that, but it's either smart or stupid. So I don't know.
We're back to the top of the round, everyone.
Oh,
Torkar is going to move now.
wrong campaign.
They have 50 feet.
You know,
15, 20, 25.
Oh, I thought you said Kara.
30,
That's all I was like,
35.
uh-oh.
no, puppy.
It's going to attack the remaining group in group number 4.
Bad puppy.
Bad puppy.
I don't even see where he is. Well, there's
He's
a
at
lot
the
going
other
on,
side
though.
of the map.
That's definitely going to hit.
Well, I mean,
That's
let me
28.
zoom out and not in.
All right, here we go. Ooh, no.
Oh, he rolled an extra 20.
Number 4, where are
And-
you?
And they're gone.
No, they're not gone.
How did puppy wipe out a whole clan of druids?
Well, there's only 2 of them.
I know. That's true.
Now it's only 1 druid standing.
Oh.
Oh,
Yo, I don't got enough diamonds for all of
And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and shrink this guy.
I can't do that.
There's only 1 druid left
I feel bad.
in this group. You see, or at least from the camera, what it would see is Torkar jump over this cliff, jumping over this rock, and immediately latching itself on to one of the druids who's currently holding out a hand, getting ready for anything. Unfortunately, doesn't see this giant hellhound reach out and pounce on him, and starts to just a throat is ripped open. That's his turn. Vera, you're up.
I was not ready. Okay, let me see. How many feet is it over here? Oh, wait, I don't want to go that far. get that far. Okay, I can get to like right here next to her. Being next to them, that gets you 5 hit points, right?
When you start your turn there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next turn. And now I'm within range of Genius over here.
You are definitely within range, 30 feet for the bond. Does your movement.
Yeah, I'm only gonna do a cantrip just because I'm waiting to see how this plays out. That fire giant in front of me has taken damage though, right?
Oh yeah, he definitely has.
Alright, Toll the Dead, and I think he has to make a dex save. I should know by now, hold on. No. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 19.
Back. He saves. Doesn't take any damage.
Alright, that was your action. Any bonus actions?
Has... no.
No. Okay.
Really
It is
hard
now
not
going to be the
but-
druid's turns. Druid group right here, right next to you, Vera. See, they've already used one spell slot. They will... You know what? They will do another... They'll do another Ice Knife. That's fine. That is not going to connect, unfortunately. So that's 2 spell slots for them. Druid group number 2, where are you? Oh, they're up here. Let's see. 5, 10, 20. They within range? Yeah, they definitely are. Actually, how far are you, Savannah? Just out of reach. Actually, they can dash 5, 10, 15, 20. And would they be in reach? Just there. Savannah, seeing that they did see from their angle, you just get obliterated by this hot wave of like tendrils and this sort of this elemental magic coming from the forge. Seeing you burnt and sort of hiding off to the side, they do have a line of sight of you, and each one of them are going to cast Healing Word.
Thank you, druids.
Where is my dice? I need 2 more d4s.
New dice. You got it.
Why are d4s the hardest to find? There you are.
They like to hide in the boxes and bags.
The true fiends of this game.
6.
Don't step on
You
one,
heal
you'll die.
12 points. You heal 12 HP.
All right, take it.
All right. Druid group number 3 is actually 10, 15, 20. They're going to get right up to them, and each of them are going to, as a cantrip, cast Primal Savagery. And you just see this group of 4 just out of anger from being enslaved for so long, just claws, teeth, like almost like spikes growing on their forearms, just latch onto the giant, trying to cause some damage. That'll actually hit.
Nice.
Who's next? Savannah, roll me 4d10.
I was not prepared for D10s. Hold on. One more. Let's see. 9, 13, math, 18, 19.
19. Ooh, boy. Which one was this one? Number 3? Yeah, oops. Oops. There you go. 3. 19. Alright, so that is... Got it. Some serious poison damage occurs for Druid group number 4. Druid group number... 3. Number 4 is just one guy. He's not looking good.
Run, man.
What can he do?
Run, man.
He has nowhere to go. He's being flanked by
there.
Obakai and a fire giant and Torkar. He's just gonna do Primal Savagery on Torkar. Is a 16 hit? It does. Olivin, roll me 1d10.
Make it be a 10.
All right,
Big
Lone
numbers.
Druid, this is you, man. Go out swinging. That's a 10, baby.
Woo! That's it. All right. So that's a 10. Got it. Yeah, he retaliates after seeing his friend get his jugular ripped out. He grows his own fangs and like almost like a snout and bites into the hellhound and rips a piece of this ashy gray flesh. I'll take you down with me. That's the druid's turns. Olivan, you're up.
I'm 10 feet back from this guy.
Yeah.
Boy. What will I do? I'll just Ice Knife would hit people. Because it explodes.
Sneak.
Well, they're humongous, aren't they?
Giants are considered huge.
And it's only within 5 feet, so I could hit it in the middle and it wouldn't hit anyone around it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus,
Alright.
if you aim for something that has like an area effect, you always like attack above them.
Alright, I'll just back up then. A couple squares, and I'll just sling an Ice Knife at it.
Okay. Well, before you do that, his range is 10 feet.
Great.
As you walk out of the way, he does hit you with a 22, I'm assuming.
That hits, yeah.
Not as bad. 21 points of damage.
Alright.
Not as bad.
Not as bad.
They're rolling 66 plus 7.
Get in.
Yeah, fire
But-
giants are not to be fucked with.
As you walk away, he takes this opportunity to slash at you, but you are now out of its range.
Alright, I mean, in that case, I'll just back up more. And I'll throw an Ice Knife at him.
Okay.
Nat 20!
There you go.
Hey.
Roll me
So the
damage.
only thing I think that's doubled is
You roll the double amount of dice.
the
you would.
1d10.
So it's a 1d10?
But then he has to make a dex save.
I
also.
see. Okay.
9 plus 9, 18.
18. So immediately it
So
takes 18. Okay. Which one was this? Number 3? Yeah, 18. Okay, so that's 6? 56. Okay. It failed its dex save. It rolled a natural 2.
Okay, then I'll roll the d6s also. 10 plus 7.
17.
17.
Got it.
Can't do math today.
Got it. Solid hit. Actually, unlike the other druids who are throwing like these ice knives and these sort of ice-based attacks, yours you're still fairly fresh as opposed to these guys. Just summon this larger piece of ice and throw it at, and it actually explodes right in the front of the giant's face. You see the beard starting to flicker a bit. Definitely eyeing you, Olivan, right now.
Cool.
Great.
So considering I
Love
just
it.
clanked its armor.
Yeah, it does not see your threat.
Nope.
It is Galdrix's turn. Galdrix, since he is next to a tri-fighter, gets advantage.
And a D4, because we're finally
And a
within
D4.
range.
Yeah. I don't feel very confident that fire giant number 2 is going to last. Yeah. Yeah, that'll hit. And
Yeah.
yeah, that'll hit too. Not a
Can use
problem.
it on all of his.
Oh, that actually may miss, but he has advantage.
Oh.
No, he hits.
Yeah.
He rolled a 4, and I was like, that's not going to do it. No, it'll do
No,
it.
that.
I also forgot the D4,
that'll-
so that. There's no.
She's just trying to keep up with the dragons.
Honestly, I don't understand why you just don't jump on the dragon.
I know.
All right,
she didn't
how
start
much is
near there.
that? Okay, so that's 4d6 plus 20. That's 30.
Math.
35 for the 2 claws. And 2d10. 35 plus 41. 51 points of damage.
She said it was plus 20.
I need a calculator, man.
41 plus 20 is 61, not 51.
60 plus. What'd you say?
I thought you said it was plus 20.
Oh, the previous one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let me see where we are. Oh shoot! All right, this guy is not looking good.
Pinchy, pinchy.
But he's still up.
He's still
That's
up.
a problem.
Fire giants are pretty beefy. They're not to be fucked with. But that's going to be Godric's turn. Fortunately, due to his extensive stay alone and weakened, he does not have any legendary actions. It is now going to be King Obakai.
Oh boy.
Do fire giants take any bonus damage from ice or no?
You don't know.
Sorry, I was more just asking
Oh,
myself.
okay. I think King Obakai is not going to give a fuck about this lone druid who's fighting his dog.
I don't know, man. He's pretty scary. He dealt 10 damage, remember?
He's just going to
remind
move
him.
up, and he's going to reach into the earth, pull up a solid chunk of rock, blow fire onto it, and toss it at this group number 5.
Rude.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. He has to roll negative. He has to roll a natural 1 to miss these guys. Excuse me. 10, 20, 30, 38, plus 38 plus
Bye bye, Druid.
7. A total of 51 points of fire and bludgeoning damage to tribe number 5.
KO.
I'm sure they're fine.
51, so that means 51. Each of them, except for one, survives.
Fuck.
I'm just trying to keep the heavy hitter
That's King
alive.
Obakai's turn. Savannah, you're up.
Okay. So we're getting there, but I need a couple seconds. So bonus action, the greater potion I've been holding on to. So I'm gonna take that. Action, I'm going to call my spores, and I'm gonna stay there. So I'm not gonna use any movement.
You get a 4 temporary hit points as well, in addition to the amount that you heal.
How many D4s are in the greater?
4d4 plus 4.
Got it. So 9 plus 4, that's 13.
13. Pretty good. And then, I think honestly, no one can kind of see past a little bit. No one's really keeping an eye on you right now, Savannah, but just for your own sake, just the amount of spores start to pour out of you. I gotta look for something. There you are. Alright, this has been the 3rd time you've used your spores.
You want to post a note to mark your
Nope,
page?
I gotta think for it. You're fine. That was your turn? Any movement?
No movement. No one
After-
knows I'm here for now.
That's a good point. After your turn, Savannah, it is now the Fire Giant's turn. Fire Giant number 1 is essentially just gonna finish off this guy.
Rest
I
in
don't think
peace.
he's going to miss, but who knows? Natural 1, hey!
That guy's sturdy.
Yeah, I mean, that's an 18 plus whatever.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Well,
God.
he was
Rip.
sturdy.
Bye,
No.
Mr. Druid. Purpose.
No, this guy's gone. The Team Druid 4 has left the building.
Team Druid 4 had it rough from the start, man.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I forgot to do, after the fighters, because they were the end of the line, the dreadnoughts.
I was wondering when they were gonna pop back up.
You know, they can stay in there.
They're moving. They just don't have a
Nice.
fast speed.
Hot back.
Sorry, now we're going to go back to the rest of the Fire Giants. Fire Giant number 2 is going to make 1 swing against the Tribe Fighters and 1 swing against Godrix. Oh shit, is that going to miss?
Literally Vera in the background.
Listen,
That misses the fucking fighters! The fighters
Nice.
spread out!
cool. I missed the other one too.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh.
No, that's gonna hit Godric's.
No.
Not the dragon.
So.
Well, actually, the dragon might can take it.
So that
Well, I just don't want
is
to knock him out because he's our biggest hitter.
10, 12, plus.
Oh,
7.
shit. Reaction.
She forgot her own abilities.
I don't
we've
pair up
come
with a
full
dragon.
circle.
I like how
Well,
Mike
take-
smirked too. He was like,
We've
Forgot
all
about
come
that.
full circle now.
Full circle.
Well, instead of 22 points of damage, Godrix takes 11.
Vera just gives a wink.
Even
You're
Godric is just like, what?
He looks towards you, Vera, and like, not a quick glance of like seeing where this divine magic came from, and just looks back to the fire giant like,
This works both
you
ways.
thought you had me, didn't you?
It's
You're not-
clobber in time.
Fucked up.
Fire giant number 3, however, yeah. Let me roll.
No bully.
1, 2, 3,
Nope.
4, 5, 6.
Oh boy.
It's gonna attack the fighters.
Oh man.
Not the fighters.
That'll hit.
Oh.
So I'm gonna bring up my calculator again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Who knew the most fearful thing in this game was going to be a calculator?
Seriously.
Damn it.
55 points of damage.
Oh.
Where's my pen? There you are.
The scariest thing other than a calculator in Dungeons and Dragons is a spyglass.
Out of the 5, only 2 go down.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
bad. There's... It's still good. It's still good.
The other one's the third one is seriously hurt, but he's still standing. I think that's all the fire giants. So after that, Roll, you're up.
All right. Do it again, but this time I hope to
Smash.
hit. I hope to smash this time. No, doesn't look like I'm gonna do it this time, guys. Attack number 2.
You need to die. Those go to jail.
This dice goes to jail. That'll be 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Wow.
Dice go to jail.
Do you need
Not
some more?
Vasco. Do not collect $200.
No,
I'm getting my
no.
other one.
I'm sorry, Rolly. Well, at the end of your
No,
turn,
this-
Obakai's gonna use a legendary action. And
God.
1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. The fighter tribe group number 3 is gonna have to make a con save.
Well, they're fighters.
They
I
do
hope
not succeed.
Oh nope.
Oh.
Great.
They will take 14 points of fire damage as a singular tendril reaches outward and takes one of the fighters. Actually, no. He still would be up. Hey, look at that. So that's where we stand now. That was his legendary actions after Rolly. It is now the fighters' turns.
Get 'em, fighters. Do the damage I can't do.
That's going to be a miss for fighter group number 1. Fighter group number 2 is going to rush towards these dreadnoughts and attempt to attack.
You do you guys.
Natural 20.
Hey.
We're going to go back around. So, Vera, could you roll me 8d6?
Yes, sir. I have that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have more than 8. I think
2,
I have like
3,
15.
4. Listen to that.
It's a nice sound. Ooh. Ah, double ooh. Okay. So 18. Got a mass. 30, 34, 39 points of damage.
39 plus 4. So that is 53 points of damage.
43.
Jeez.
You say 44?
Well, you said plus I said
Plus-
30 something, you said 50 something. How does that math
How much
check?
was it?
Oh, I forgot. 39.
39. Okay, so then it's 44.
Yeah.
44 points of damage. Oh no, 43, because it's
Yeah.
43.
Still dealt
Okay.
more damage than Rolly.
That's still a lot.
43. They actually get through a lot of the Dreadnought's massive armor plating, and several spears strike into the actual giant behind the armor. And I think fighter number 3 is now going to have their turn. That's not going to happen. That will hit. Roll me a 4d6, please.
All right, here we go. 3, 7, 8, 11, 15, 17.
17 points of damage, plus 4, 21 points of damage.
Nice.
All right. The giant number 2 is not looking good.
We don't need a dragon number.
But that's the fighter's turn. It's now the Dreadnought's turn. Yeah, essentially, they're just going to shift over these two guys. Group number 4,
Oh,
group number 2.
no.
About to
Oh,
turn this
no.
guy into jam.
You see their shields. Essentially, they dumped their shield into the liquid hot magma and captured it in this like little capsule, or like this inner lining within the shields, and the shields actually start to glow and drip this hot lava. They're gonna make both of them. Are gonna make 2 giant like shield charges. Actually, no, they can't do that. They can do a fire shield attack though, so they're gonna do that. That's a hit.
Could you say that one more time with how they filled up their shields with liquid hot magma?
They dip it in liquid hot magma. All 4 are gonna hit. They do 2 hits each, and all 4 hits.
I'm sure they're fine.
So they take
Yeah, those druids should have cast the
4.
absorb elements dealy.
That is 12d6 plus.
I got that many. Probably more.
Not too bad. I mean, out of 12d6, it landed up to a 43 plus 16. So 59 points of damage.
Still not great, man.
Not too bad.
I got
A
it.
lot worse.
They lose 3 members.
Oof.
Where are we next? After the Dreadnoughts, back to the top. Torkar is going to.
You're gonna have to bury so many people.
I know.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Hopefully.
25, 30, 35, 40,
alive.
45, 50. It's going to rush to get to this guy, but cannot make an attack. After Torkar, Vera, you're up.
Alright. Oh, I get 5 healing points, right?
You do. You get immediate 5 healing points for starting right next to a druid.
Okay. God damn. Alright. I have a question. So if I get behind Godrix and I can cast Guiding Bolt at a diagonal.
You can
To
say that
hit.
you cast it now and you can move behind him.
Okay. I'll do that then. I got a hit though.
You do.
So it's just gonna be a regular first level. So let me see if I can hit.
Liquid hot
Could you-
magma.
Guiding Bolt is a lot of damage for a first level spell.
I don't think it's gonna
You
hit.
do have a d4.
I know. 18.
18 is what you needed.
I thought their AC was like 27.
They wear plate armor.
All right.
And they're big motherfuckers, so it's like kind of evens out.
Yeah.
You cast at level 1, right?
See.
Okay.
It's 46. 11 points, and the next hit has advantage.
11 points.
And I'm gonna go
Oh my god.
behind my dragon buddy.
Just
Enough to knock it out.
nope. Still standing.
Well, next hit has advantage on him.
It starts. This giant starts to glow. So that was your action.
Yeah. I'm just like, I feel like if I use stuff, I'm just gonna regret it later. You know what? Bonus action. Oh wait, I can't.
Oh, you can't. You don't have any cantrips that do bonus actions, do you?
No. Yeah.
I think that'll be it.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Not to worries. All right. After Vera, it is now going to be the druid's turns. Druid number 1, the one you're next to, Vera, are going to simply try to attack with Ice Knife with advantage.
Go for it, man.
Nope. Natural 20.
Hey,
Yay!
there it is.
Who's next?
Is
Vera, you did one. Is it Rolly's turn?
I haven't gone since the first D10.
I don't know if, I think, has Savannah gone? Like, we've been
Yeah,
going in
she's
order.
gone.
Once.
Savannah won once, so it'd
Those
be
two.
Savannah.
Okay, Savannah, go ahead and roll me 8d10.
Damn.
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 Hopefully I have that many. Hold on.
Because it's a full group of 4 druids. They haven't gone down yet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, I mean, they are next to
7.
an ancient golden dragon.
True.
Fight's not over, guys. It's because you're getting this guy down.
Yo,
3.
one down is a feat in itself.
Unfortunately, I rolled a lot of 1s, so hold on.
Hey, it happens.
Gotta worry about King Asshole and the 2 dreadnoughts back there. And the dog.
No. 17. 27. 3. 23 points.
Describe to me how a bunch of ice knives kill a fire giant.
I would say the giant was going to go for a swing, and out of nowhere, you just see all these tiny daggers and knives just fill up the chest, so midway spills.
It's
And
like
it's-
it's like a gangster scene where just a bunch of like bullet holes, but this time just like jagged ice that are not
Just
melting. due to the
jaggeds of
heat.
ice just fills its chest.
The glow dissipates and he falls.
Nice. Got one.
And so,
After that druid, it is now group number 2. Olvin, how are you looking?
Squishy.
I'm rough.
Fishy.
All 4 groups, druids from group number 2 are going to rush towards you, and they're going to cast Healing Word. I'm sorry, Cure Wounds.
Oh, better.
Nice.
You
Yay.
need D more D8.
I have d8s. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Where's that? They're 4. There we go. Ooh. You heal 26 points of health.
Damn. That's pretty good.
Appreciate it. That helped a lot.
Group number 3 are going to continue doing their primal savagery. Miss. And group number 4 is gone. Group number 5, or this lone druid, is going to try to attack Torkar with his own primal savagery. Does connect. Oh no, that's a 2. That's not a 12. That misses.
oh no.
Fortunately, cannot make a connection.
Run,
After
man.
their turn, Obakai's going to do a legendary action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Obakai has gone twice since I've gone.
Has he now? Well, this is a legendary action.
It
Okay.
negates the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think his first attack was he threw the thing on the tribes, and then this is a legendary action.
Yeah.
He's done 2 legendary actions though.
Oh yeah, because we had to make the con save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, use all your stuff on the dog.
Rolly, make me a con save.
Yep.
Oh,
No.
you're a big boy.
A natural 20.
Woohoo.
You take...
Aren't you raging still?
I am raging, yes.
You take 12 points of fire damage.
Reduced to 6 because I'm raging.
Alright,
Or sorry, resistance.
It
Resistance.
was resistance too.
what ends up happening is that you end up seeing sort of a smaller, skinnier, like, almost like spiritual entity that just waves a hand and then casts it out, looks towards you, nods, and disappears. You take half damage, so it's 6. All right, after the druids, it's Olivin. You're up.
Oh, now I'm up. Okay. So I must have had the order wrong. So I am back up there. Okay. What can I do?
What can I do?
What can I do? Is Fire Giant 3? He's been hit a couple times, right?
Ooh,
Not like
yeah.
a whole lot.
He's been hit a few times. Not a whole lot, like compared to Godric's and the work they've been doing over there.
Okay. I will cast. Let's go for round 2. I'll walk up and Giant Constricting Snake.
All right, bonus action, transform back into the giant constricting snake. You still have an action.
I will try to constrict.
Okay, roll me an attack.
That's a 19 plus 6, so 25.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
D8s. Where are my D8s?
Yeah, where are my d8s at?
Where are my D8s at?
So these are gone.
11 plus 4, 15.
15. Not bad at all.
And they are restrained and grappled.
All right. Keeping that in mind. That's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
It's going to be Godric's turn. So what's his flying speed again?
I'm gonna have to go after this man. Or thing.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
He picks you up. You don't impede any of
Man, I
his
always
speed.
wanted to ride a dragon. Damn.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Just don't drop me,
60, 70.
sir.
Yeah, he's gonna get right up to this guy. And he's gonna drop you back here.
Yeah, I'm cool behind you.
Actually, he's gonna turn his head a bit. And he's going to breathe a weakening breath.
Yeah, definitely behind you.
So I'm going to make, how far? 90-foot cone.
I think I get the king too, no?
That will get both the Dreadnoughts, Obakai, and the Fire Giant. So they all need to make con saves.
Oh boy.
So let's do the Dreadnoughts first. Fail. Fail. Obakai.
Damn.
Fail, but he's going to use Legendary Resistance.
Damn.
And the Fire Giant right in front of him does succeed still. So
Damn.
the two Dreadnoughts, essentially, says here, Weakening Breath, each creature within this area, they have now disadvantage on strength-based attacks,
Which is all their attacks, I'm assuming?
which is pretty much all their attacks. At the end of each of their turn, they may try to reroll and resave. But
Yeah, that's awesome. Holy crap.
the Dreadnoughts are weakened a bit. But that's going to be Godric's move. That's all he can really do. He doesn't have any legendary actions. It's going to be Obakai's turn. Seeing the pest and beast in his lair, it's time to confront. And
Not safe.
huh?
I said I is not safe.
We see little Vera behind these two giant titans fighting each other.
Hello. I mean nothing. You
So-
see nothing.
Obakai is going to attack.
Reaction.
Hold on.
If he hits, we don't hit, then never mind.
That does hit.
Reaction.
Next one is going to be, that one misses. So the first one's going to hit.
Now he's gonna say
So that is going to be, I need my calculator.
Uh-oh. No. Maybe you just put that thing away.
Yeah, maybe just Vera, maybe you should just take it and toss it out the window. Just saying.
Okay.
60 points of damage reduced to half to 30.
Oh God.
Oof. Yeah, the cats have a new toy. Let's leave it at that.
Oh, he locked them out.
All right. That's going to be no, that was 2 swings. That's all he can do. That'll be the end of Obakai, Obakai's turn. Savannah, you're up.
Seeing that Olivin has the fire giant constricted, Can I like dash in there?
Yeah, you have plenty of speed.
No, I'm trying to seem like, can I like squeeze in there? She's running right for his Achilles.
Hmm?
Get him!
Sneaks attacks with short sword. That has a
Make
short
me-
sword.
Make me an attack with advantage.
Oh, that's right, because the fighters are there.
Get him! Get him!
So that's an 18 without. How do I roll the same thing? So with the 3, no, with the 5. Can't do math.
23.
Thank you.
That hits.
22.
Roll me damage. Let's see which one was this, number 3? This guy's been taking numerous
Kick
hits.
its ass! Don't let it get away, break its legs.
Take it, shoes. Take it, shoes.
18. Why can't I not do math? 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. All right, let's see.
17.
Okay, so it's... Got it.
All right, and Savannah is not getting squished, so disengage and running away.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. It is now the fire giant's turns. One of them is already gone. This fire giant it's gonna look towards Godric's and attack twice. Miss and a hit.
I can't reaction that one.
You already used it.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Well, if you don't need the
100
calculator.
points of damage.
21 points of damage.
Oh, that's really not that bad.
I'm glad I negated the
All things
60
considered.
versus the versus this one.
All right. And then fire giant number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people on him, huh? Let's see. I don't know why it works like that, but it's going to. First attack's gonna be on you, Olivan. With a 27.
Disadvantage?
Oh, good point.
Not that it'll matter.
Yeah, it hits. Am I missing a die? I am. There we go.
You don't need it.
10, 20, 30, 36 points of damage.
Cool.
Alrighty then. Second attack is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. With disadvantage. 23 to hit you, Rolly.
I haven't even hit you, bro! Yeah, it hits.
20.
I think you need that.
You take half
post-up
damage from these
performance, yeah.
assholes, though. None of us do.
31 points of damage, reduced to half, so that is 15.
Ow.
How?
Ow.
Ow.
Maybe taking that long rest was a smart idea.
No. No, it wasn't.
And that's
Ow.
gonna be the end of the fire giant's turns. Rolly, you're up.
Alright,
Alright,
'cause-
buddy. You have advantage. He is wrapped.
Please! Please! I need
You
it!
got this.
Alright.
Potion
First
of
blow of the fight.
performance.
First
Come
hit
on.
of the fight. Let's go.
It's the potion wearing off, dude. I don't know what to do.
Or maybe it
Alright.
is still working, and that's why it's hard to aim. And
Maybe I'm off balance. I don't know. All right, attack number 1. Okay, all right. All right, respect. Oh, all right. So that's going to be 26 to hit.
that hits.
Nice.
First hit.
All right, cool. Respectable numbers. All right. And where's the D6? There it is. Okay. Oh boy.
Ah.
That is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning, I believe it is, and then 1 point of cold.
It's slashing because it's a giant axe.
Slashing.
Yeah. So 5 points in total. Okie dokie. You have a second
One of-
attack.
One of them is ice, if that makes any difference.
You don't know.
God damn it! All right, attack number 2. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll take that. So that'll be 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. No, sorry, 23 to hit. Sorry.
Still hits.
All right. Come on, big numbers. Oh. That
Oh.
potion of performance is wearing off, guys.
That was
He's
not a
crashing.
good one.
I'm crashing. That'll be 6 points of damage total.
11 points in
Wow.
total.
I am
It's
crashing.
okay. It's okay, Rolly. The point is you hit.
Yeah, that's
I-
true.
You did make
It
an
all
X.
adds up.
I need to go find that dude. I need to re-up, man. This
It
isn't
is,
working.
it is now the Tribe Fighters' turns. That is not going to hit. Next one is going to rush. And this one is going to attempt to attack one of the Dreadnoughts. Does not hit. Yeah, fighters unfortunately are not making any connections. It is now the Dreadnought's turns.
Oh boy.
The fighters up by me had advantage
Oh!
because
Yeah.
the giants wrapped up.
Rerolling. No, that's not gonna make connection. Yeah. They got a 17, so close.
Sure.
Dreadnoughts, they have disadvantage on their attacks because of the breath weapon done by Godrix. So they got that'll hit. Oh, hold on. No, that'll miss. Next one. That'll miss. That's a natural one. That'll miss. That'll hit. Out of 4 attacks, only 1 connects. They were all at disadvantage. Jeez. Alright. 29 points of damage.
Oof.
Ow.
That is. Yeah. There's only 1 fighter left in this space.
Well, you slowed them down, buddy.
So, what we're gonna do, guys, is that there is plenty of fight left to be had. However, we're gonna hit our 6 p.m. mark right now. So we're gonna put a pause on this fight, and when we return, we will continue to see the outcome of this entire match. We still have a fairly fresh Obakai, some Fire Giants, some Dreadnoughts, and of course, whatever magic Obakai is doing to the furnace that is currently making spectral tendrils come out and attack. So you still have some fighters and some druids on your side, but it's getting tight. Some of them are getting some serious damage. You think you've already lost a couple of groups.
Yep. Sure have.
All right, guys.
Rolly will find the potion of performance. They'll change this around next week.
Thank God.
Yes.
For a second there, I thought we were in trouble.
Sorry.
All right, Chad. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I already see Tina's like crying on the end. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna call it a day. We will check you guys next Saturday. Not Sundays. We generally do Saturdays. Today was just a special occasion, so we'll see you guys next Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
See y'all.
That is.
Bye.